Greetings, family. Come on in the room, check in. I'm so excited. We have a special guest today that you're going to love, family. Come on in the room, check in. Hear an echo in the background. Just a minute. Come on in, family. Let us know where you are and where you're hailing from. We'll get started in just a few minutes.
Dr. Kia shining wisdom's light, teaching soul tribe how to see through the night. Ancient scriptures and bloodlines she
Come on in the room,
knows,
family.
spreading truth wherever she
This is going to be so good. Come on in. I see you all hailing from everywhere. Let us know where you're hailing from. Say hello to the Soul Tribe. Come on in, family.
And all Dr. Kia shows the way to a brighter, freer day.
Just a minute.
Through her channel, knowledge flows, breaking chains that hold us close, teaching paths to abundance and wealth, guiding others to free themselves. Soul tribe rising, hear her call, raising vibrations for one and all. Dr. Kia shows the way to a brighter, freer.
This is going to be so good. I had to go get my ink pen, family. Come on, here's my part.
From
From
currencies to
currency.
investments.
Sing along, family. Come on in.
She's helping her tribe to realign with wisdom, ancient and new, showing what we all can do.
Hey. My phone would start ringing right now, but this is a divine meeting. No phone interruptions. Come on in, family. Check in.
Soul tribe rising, hear her call, raising vibrations for one and all. Dr. Kia shows the way to a brighter, freer day. Soul tribe rising, hear her call, raising vibrations for one and all. Dr. Kia lights the way to a new and
Our chat moderator, Sister Janine, says, bring your pens, family. Bring your pens. Bring your notepads. This is going to be good. All right. Soul Tribe rising. Hear my call, family. We're raising vibrations for one and for all. We are showing the way. We're brightening up the stars. We're brightening and illuminating the environment for all to come to hear the good news that our wealth, our sovereignty, our freedom, our prosperity, everything that we need is here now. So come on in, check in. It's good to see everybody. I see you checking in from all over. Thank you for joining us. Right now, currently, we have 135 people in the chat. More people will be joining as they see that we are live. We are streaming exclusively on YouTube or from YouTube today. Typically, I stream from Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, sometimes TikTok, LinkedIn, all these other places. But we want to centralize the energy. We want everybody in one location. This is a tribal meeting. It's a high vibrational meeting. This is a spiritual meeting. So we don't want any outside distractions. Only people here that know that this ancestral knowledge that we're tapping into is real and very, very powerful. And we agree with the ancestors' wisdom. So on today, family, I'm going to bring a very special person on in just a minute who is very dear to my heart. When I was going through certain things in my life, I would call on her. We've been knowing each other for many years. And because she's tapped in the spirit and she lives a circumspect lifestyle and she's wholesome and clean eating, clean living, and all that, I knew I could trust her. So this woman would show me different things about myself, my character, and my energy that surrounds me and help me as I would make decisions. And I found her to be very legitimate, very loyal, very honest, a woman of integrity. So I said, you know what? I'm going to bring her to the Soul Tribe. As a matter of fact, before I introduce her, let me say I was contemplating moving to Florida in 2021. And she had been knowing me for some time. And I called her and I said, Divine D, I'm thinking about making a move. I live in a state that's been, pretty much controlled by the deep state. She was with me when I got shot at, when people were harassing me, disrespecting me, yelling at me, bringing railing accusations against me because I bring the light and the news and the truth about our wealth transfer. And so she said, well, let me read the energy and let me tap into ancestral wisdom. And when she did that, she said, oh my God, I see a card of a great, amazing man. Oh, glory in your life. He's all in your energy. Who is this man? This man is wealthy. He's full of wisdom. He's ancestral. I can see ancestral wisdom. This man is guiding you to Florida. And as she began to talk about him, and I said, that's my great grandfather. And if you all know, I've shared the story with you about my great grandfather, how he came to America in a long time ago, married a woman from the indigenous tribe and accumulated wealth. He established his businesses and how he has so much wealth. When he died, my grandmother overnight became extremely rich and wealthy. But in one generation, she spent up all the wealth. And so all of my mom's children, siblings and children grew up in abject poverty where my great grandfather had foresight and wisdom and he was full of wealth. She said, I see this man in your energy guiding you to Florida where he's going to show you how you can buy land and secure wealth and how you can protect your wealth. And that led me to where I am here today, where I wrote a book about wealth in honor of my grandfather. This woman could see that in the energy. Glory, hallelujah. She probably doesn't even know that part of the story. But when I told her I was moving here, she said, I see you buying beach property. I see you and your family doing exactly what your grandfather had in store for you. She asked me, who do I see in this card and what's this energy and what's in this energy I'm tapping into? And I said, that's this, that's that, and that's that. My spirit agrees. And I said, but what about the energy that I don't know about? I'm uncertain about. They say Florida can be pretty unsafe if you live in certain parts. And I'm not sure. This is new to me. She said, if there's energy you don't like or it doesn't agree with you, transmute the energy. Change the energy. You have the power within you as being God's source that lives in you. And I said, well, how do I transmute energy? How do I change energy around me? And she gave me the secret sauce. I'm not going to share it with you because one day you might call on her and you might need it for yourself. So on today, I am so ecstatic to bring on Divine D. Empress Divine D is an intuitive spiritual reader, creator, and the woman behind Deep Diving, her business, bringing more than 12 years of experience to her work. She's known for her conventional, down-to-earth, and sometimes unapologetically real approach to reading. She helps people navigate love. So if you want to know about love, that's your woman. Relationships, life transitions, such as me wanting to move and relocate my whole family, personal patterns. She reads about spiritual alignment and gives you greater clarity and shows you intention behind what she sees. Her style blends intuition with practical insight, honest conversation, humor, and a willingness to explore the deeper and sometimes controversial questions that everyday people aren't comfortable asking out loud. She is your spiritual confidant. At the heart of her work is a belief and a knowing that spiritual guidance shouldn't tell anybody what to think or how to live, but instead should encourage deeper self awareness, reflection, and trust in your own inner knowing. As Empress Divine D continues expanding the deep divining brand, she's stepping further into creating original tools and experiences centered around personal growth, development, reflection, and spiritual exploration. Whether the conversation is lighthearted or layered, Empress Deep Divine brings warmth, curiosity, intuition, and authenticity to the table. Because sometimes the conversations that challenges us are the very ones worth having. Sister Empress Divine D says she is excited to be here to share ancestral wisdom and information with the Soul Tribe. Soul Tribe, share this video right now as you're listening to me because this is going to be good. People want to know, where is my wealth? What is spirit saying and spiritual guides saying about the wealth transfer? What should I do? How do I prepare? What's going on in the energetic field? Share this video, like this video, subscribe to the channel because she is going to expand her brand and you may be the very person that taps into her wisdom. Without any further ado, family, I hope you have your pens, your paper, your notebook. Allow me to introduce my great friend, my sister, my confidant, my spiritual intuitive, Empress Divine D. Hey,
Hey,
Empress!
hey, that was awesome. I appreciate you. Thank you. Hey, guys,
You're welcome. You're welcome. It's such an honor to have you here with us. Thank you.
I'm so grateful to be here with you. I love you so much. I'm so appreciative. Thank you for inviting me on your show.
You're welcome. I love you too. Did you know that I wrote a book in honor? I don't think I told you, in
I
honor of my great
didn't
grandfather.
know you wrote the book, but I remember you talking. You just gave me a whole 360. I
Mm,
remember when you came to me and you was telling me about your grandfather, but I
right.
didn't know that you wrote a book in his honor. No, I didn't.
Yes. He had bequeathed his great grandchildren, my brother and I, silver.
Okay.
In 1974 when he passed. I didn't know anything about it. I knew he was an austere man. He was very serious. And when he died, my mom showed us these purple bags of coins. And I remember touching them on my face and putting them on my chest and all that. And that was the last I saw of the coins.
Yep.
Uh, yeah. And then,
I remember bits and pieces of the conversation because you introduced me into silver and collecting. So
mm,
I'm appreciative. Thank you, my darling.
yes, ma'am. You're welcome. And unfortunately, we lost the wealth. My grandmother became wealthy, but she wasn't taught how to appreciate and respect and manage wealth.
Okay.
So she, I
Mhm.
hope I know she can hear me, Grandma. I'm using this information because I'm sharing it with the Soul Tribe,
Right.
so we can be wise. She got excited. She,
Mhm.
bought a bunch of jewelry and stuff she always wanted. She took trips. She bought he had like 5 houses that I know of,
Okay.
hundreds of thousands in the bank, bags of silver, and God only knows what else. Whatever did not go to her, I don't know where else it went because everybody don't. We still to this day we're hearing he still has wealth out there we don't know about.
Right.
But she got so happy she splurged it, and within about 2 years she was broke again.
Yeah, I've seen those kind of transitions happen where people get super large lump sums. And again, like you stated, if you don't have the financial literacy, it's that money is gonna be gone by a blink of an eye.
Mm.
Um, how did your grandfather acquire all of that wealth? Do you know?
I don't know. I assume he may have been a man of status from Colombia.
Okay.
And then he married a woman from the indigenous tribe, the Blackfoot tribe here. He was a very
Okay.
young, he was in his early 20s. And they created a business around moonshine.
Okay. Okay. That was like
And
around the 20s. The
yeah,
okay, 20s, 30s era.
and I heard they did extremely well selling moonshine. I didn't know that was a part of our indigenous culture
No?
until I was on the Young Elder show. Shout out to Young Elder, subscribe to his channel, family. He told me that that was something we did. We created and sold moonshine, and we didn't get drunk off of that liqueur. It was something we grew the crop, and we sold the moonshine. But the government outlawed it and made it illegal,
Okay.
and so my grandparents were taken from my great grandfather and put into orphanages and foster homes where they were mistreated.
Oh wow.
So
That's
some, go
that
ahead.
say that. I'm sorry to cut you off, but
No,
that's
go ahead,
interesting
sis.
because around that time, in terms of like the orphanages and stuff, that
Yeah.
was the orphanages like around the 20. That was a real big thing around that time. So
Mm,
you gotta think of what was going on around that time because a lot of children were being put in orphanages. So
mm,
what if that was our children? You know, that could have
yeah.
been a lot of our children. So that's something
Mhm.
to that's interesting. Cause
And
you right, they was making a lot of money at
a
that time.
lot of money, a lot of
You
money.
can look back on like some of in the era of the 20s and 30s, how we kept ourselves, how good we looked, how eloquent we looked. Remember the style around that time?
I do. I do. We always looked at, and so the wealth that he accumulated was taken from him.
Mm.
But he had the presence of mind to put it in precious metals and to buy property, to buy hard assets. We didn't even know all that was going on. Um, my grandmother broke out of the orphanage and she lived her life and she didn't know where he was. He was 5 hours away. She eventually found him, but in her older years, and by that time we were born and all that, we grew up in abject poverty. When I tell you we grew up in the projects of Cleveland, Ohio, that was abject poverty on 79th and Kinsman, where they treated us like prisoners. They had what they call it, fences around the projects.
Oh wow.
And
Wait, so
yeah,
this was your grandmother's father?
yes,
Got you. Okay.
yes, yes. So he left the wealth and he was very quiet about it. But then again, when he passed, they disclosed. I was 6 when I remember mom saying, "Here's silver your great grandfather left for you," and then it just disappeared. Not only did grandma splurge the wealth, back then we had just come off the gold standard. So my mom, bless her heart, didn't realize that this was valuable coins. We were now using paper dollars. So when she joined a spiritual community and they said, "Give us what you have," all she had was those coins.
Oh
My
wow.
grandmother had all the wealth. So she gave it to the spiritual community. I
Mhm.
write about that in my book. And she felt bad about it as I got older when I said, "Mom, what happened to that silver that was well?" She was like, "Oh my God, I gave it to the spiritual community." But she saw it like she was a little sad about that. But I was like, "Mom, no, I'm grateful you gave because you taught me how to give.
Exactly.
And that spiritual community taught us discipline, taught us how to respect, men. If you're a woman respect men. It was the Nation of Islam.
Okay.
How they taught men how to get jobs and create businesses and
Mhm.
all that, and how to eat well, live well, structure. So I was like, no, you gave back to the organization that took us out of poverty and modern poverty,
Mhm.
conventional, and taught us how to. They taught us how. I went to private school through the Muslim community from the projects. They taught me how to read. My mom did. I was reading before I started school. All that. So just to say, even though mom had bequeathed the wealth back to on to another institution, they
Mhm.
had given to us, and I was grateful for it. So here we are today, sis, in a whole new era
Mhm.
where we're tapping into new energies.
Mhm.
I grew up in poverty, not knowing that my family came from wealth. Um, and I'm just honored to know you
Likewise.
because you're connected to source.
I appreciate that. Likewise. Interesting. Like my situation in terms of growing up and the connection that I've had with wealth has been
Hmm.
really interesting because, like, I have, mama sad, daddy sad. My mother's side of the family, we kind of grew up. We grew up in the projects initially, but I come from a hustle family. So although we
Mm.
were in a projects, up until I was like 8. I'm from Chicago, so we was in Cabrini Green where they made Good Times in the Candyman movie.
I remember Cabrini Green. Heard about Cabrini Green.
Yes, I love being from the Greens.
Okay, okay.
It's like I had one. My mother was very fashionable. My stepfather. So you come in our house and you see the latest everything. It's just like
Mm.
beautiful. It's just everything is just beautiful and gorgeous. So it's like I didn't know we didn't have, you know.
Yes. Hmm.
And then on the other side. Okay, so let me not switch too quick. So although we was a hustle family, so my grandmother and my grandfather, they stacked their money and they bought a building in Chicago that we still have right now. And I grew up
Wow.
communally in my grandmother's building on the north side of Chicago. And the north side, we were like one of the first black families that owned
Mm.
property on the north side of Chicago. So
Okay.
so shout out to my grandma because she raised her children in the projects. So they were
Okay.
there for quite some time before we came. The grandkids came, and but all that time she was the candy, like she was like she worked regular jobs, but she was also like the candy lady.
I remember having
Everybody.
local candy ladies right in the
Yeah.
project
So my
and
grandma
grocery stores. They have.
My grandma was yes, she was like the candy lady my whole life, even when we
Okay.
moved to the building that she bought. So
Wow.
I never knew we didn't have it like that because my
Mm.
mother and my grandma was always hustling.
Okay.
Now on the other side of my family, with my father's side, I have some family members who have generational wealth.
Mm.
So I would come to my father's side of the family sometimes. It just depended on which family member, because it was several family members. Some of them was like middle class, some of them was up there. So it was still night and day where I would come from the
Mm.
projects, and although it was nice and clean and we like nice stuff, I'm coming from the projects and I'm going to like a little mini mansion.
Mm.
So my it was, of course, it wasn't my money one way or the other. I was just young and just grew, but like
Mm.
that's why my how do I say, my relationship with money has always been, it was just interesting because I've
Yeah.
always experienced the best of both worlds.
Mm.
And
Mm.
although I was in the projects initially and I didn't know we didn't have, because
Mm.
I never had like a bare pantry or no, but the outside looking in, or
Mm.
when I'm experiencing the mini mansion situation, it's like y'all don't get it
Mm.
and we don't. So I never really, it took me a long while to start seeing, especially as a reader, because I've had my highs and my lows. My mother passed away when I was 22, and
Wow.
I just had a small baby. So that's when I had to like get out there and put myself out there and like establish myself. I knew I don't want to, like, I worked a job, trying to go to work, raise my son, but I knew, okay, I don't like this. I don't like the clocking
Mm.
in and clocking out, and I don't like the schedule. It just didn't make sense to me. I never really, so I said I was going to create my own lane, and then
I
create
love
my
it.
own lane. I was always into like astrology. I was just
Mm.
telling you before we started how I got into spirituality, or the spiritual, tarot oracle. I like symbolism, so I was
Mm.
into symbolism and decoding things. So I created my own lane, and I've been reading ever since. I was reading. It's been 12 years now, maybe 13 in full. So I'm grateful to see that I can create my own,
Mhm.
generate my own income, my own wealth, my own lane, pace myself. So I'm grateful to be where we are now. Here again, this is like a whole 360 moment. We've been knowing each other for now, what, about eight or
No,
almost a decade now.
I cannot believe this.
It's been almost a decade, and we both
Wow.
hasn't, but it's been a funky, it's been a really good ride.
It has been.
I've been creating some things in the background because you know me, I'm a hermit. One like my energy is split in that regard too. I'm into different systems. So in this one system, they have. Do you know about human design? The human design
No.
system. Okay, so I don't really know how to break it down, but it's kind of like astrology. It's not necessarily astrology, but it's just a different system. And in human design, I'm a 6'2", so it's like the role model hermit. So one minute, and
Mm.
that's literally how my energy is.
And then
One
the sister,
minute,
people in the comments, excuse me, they're agreeing with you. They said they're having that experience too. Sister Segmac Fire Goddess says, I just told my child's father I felt like quitting my job just now. I'm over this. I can dig it. Hmm.
it'll be a blessing in disguise.
Mm, mm.
A blessing in disguise. When I stopped working and hustling and bustling, it was like, oh, that's a hobby. That's just what are you doing? And it's like if you listen to what other people say, you'll be in for a rude awakening, stressing yourself out in your world, in your realm.
We got almost 250 people in the chat. They are agreeing with your energy. Sister Victoria sent the gift. Thank you, Joyous Rising family. Thank you, Dr. Pruitt, for all that you do for us. You're welcome. Here's some more gifts 500 jewels, 200 jewels. You all are amazing. I see your comments in this section. Oh,
Yeah.
somebody says, I'm a 6'2" as well in human design.
Hey.
Do you help people understand human
Um,
design?
6'2" is such an intricate system. That's
Okay.
not my realm. I'm still
Okay.
learning though. I would love to get that whole human design down. I do have some people that is into it a little bit more than me, but because I know about my makeup, I'm kind of still practicing that. But the human design is a great. It's a great system if you're into to each his own, because some people be like, I don't care about that, but I like
Honey,
it. It makes sense to me. It resonates.
you didn't turn me on to something else. I'm gonna have to call you when we get
You
off here. Like, can you tell me
listen.
why?
You will love it because it
Yeah.
makes sense. Just like with astrology or anything, like something that again I tell people take what resonates. If it resonate, cool. If it
Mm.
don't, it don't. So with the 6'2", right? How they explain it, they say like the first 30 years of your life is just chaotic. It's just
Mm.
you just experiencing a whole hell of a lot, which is the truth. I've been through a lot. My first 30 years, it was knucking and bucking, and then they say like the third. So you have like three phases for the 6'2".
But there are many different types, right?
Many different types.
Okay. Okay.
And it took me to see where I was to see, oh man, this human design, this is this
Mm.
is this is nice. This is on
Mm.
point.
Mm.
I don't
Mm.
know who created it, so I don't want to get all into that. But it's a really interesting.
Okay.
But we'll get into it. I'll tell you your design and you tell me if it resonates for you.
Okay, I'm excited because I see questions coming in already. But before we get into your questions, I see your questions, family. Why do you see certain numbers? We're going to get to them. Human design, and then you will lead to the gene keys. Okay, come on through here, PR, right?
Let me write that now. Gene Keys. Now y'all putting me on too now.
Gene. Look, a lot of us are like, yeah, I see you, Sister LaMonica. I grew up in the projects. A lot of us did. PR Cright said my astrology led me down this path. Okay, so family, I don't want to, delay. I know why y'all here. We want to know about the wealth transfer.
So
So
listen, y'all. Oh, I'm
put your
sorry.
questions in the comments, family. I got my ink pen. I got my notepad. I am ready
Wait.
to go.
Okay, so listen. This what I want to do, guys.
Okay.
I wrote down 4 questions. We're gonna do a collective reading because honestly, I've been out the loop when it comes to the wealth transfer and when it comes
Mhm.
to Nasara, Jasara. Remember, we used to talk about that all the time. I used to talk
All
about
the
it every
time.
day.
But you're still tapped into energy
Oh,
and
I'm
sense.
tapped in. I'm still
Hmm.
tapped in because I still feel it. But I'm saying I don't know what's gonna pop up. I'm saying this.
Oh, okay.
So what I'm gonna do is I wrote a few questions. We're
Okay.
gonna go over the energy. When as I'm going through the energy and going over the energy, you guys ask your questions in the comments and then out because we're diving. We're trying to see energetically what's going on together. So
Okay.
we're unveiling the energy together.
Before you
Um,
go on, Empress Divine D, can you give me your email? Because people are asking already how to contact you, and I forgot. Oh, I could find it from our email.
yeah.
Which one do you want? The deep?
Do the
divine?
deep divining. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna put it in the comments section in the chat for you, family, and I'll make a banner so you all can see that. Okay, sis, I'm gonna stop talking so you can.
Okay. And
Oh,
then
did you do the bell yet, Mama, or is that just for us?
that was for us. We can do it for the room. You want to do it for the room?
Yes.
We're gonna do it for the room, y'all. Now this is my little bell. It's all towed down and so y'all know it's been put to good use. Okay, so we just gonna. This is just for, and I'm glad I didn't. I'm glad that you are streaming solely here, like you said, to kind of don't have the energy. I like that you did that.
Mhm.
That was good.
Thank you,
A
Mama.
centralized energy. So this is for the
Mhm.
room. I hope you guys are having a good energy. We're just gonna remove and banish any negative, low vibrational energies. Okay.
Okay.
All right, family. Let's get into it. So we got 4 questions. They're just 4 general questions. The questions are: what is shifting collectively for the collective? Um, what opportunities should people be paying attention to? What mindset or behavior could be blocking people from benefiting? And what should people be doing now to position themselves?
Can we ask Spirit too in that? What does Spirit say about the wealth transfer, or will that come out in the reading?
It may come out in the reading.
Okay.
It
Okay.
may come out in the reading. No. I'm gonna write it. Just let's ask that first.
Okay.
Ask that first. What's the question?
What is Spirit saying about the wealth transfer
What's
now?
Spirit saying about the wealth transfer now? Okay, so it may be a bit resistance. I'm saying that because my car is reversed. So I don't want to do any reversals right now.
Mm.
And when I say resistance, it may be. Remember how we were tapping into it previously, and I felt like it's still some kinks that's
Yes.
in the background.
Yes.
And that was the moon card that tried to come out. The moon is all about things that isn't quite things that's being concealed. So let me see. Let's go again. So there's some things that's still being concealed. We do have the world card, which is the universe. And again, this could be about how things are going, because again, the world is about endings and beginnings. When one chapter closes, a new one begins.
Wow.
Right behind that is the emotional withdrawal card, which is the 8 of Cups. You know, this is bringing me back to what we were talking about yesterday briefly. And when I was saying, how a lot of the money that is being frozen or some of the accounts that stop, when people didn't had this uh, generational wealth, unjustly. A lot of those people are now in the space where they're realizing they're in a space where they're realizing the wealth is being transferred. So it's
From
like
them to us.
down to us.
Mm.
Because 8 is all about somebody that's contemplating. You see the imagery. It's about somebody contemplating and having to walk away from something.
Wow.
And it's like, so people there experiencing this. Like, so it may be some people that's experiencing this. And, they're not going to tell the collective, like, oh, I lost this fund or oh, I lost that fund. So individuals are having almost like this they're in this space where they're like, oh my God, the well is being run, the well is drying up. Look, they may be, so this is a card of communication. The 8 of Wands is all about communication, so they may be communicating with each other. And look, 5 of Cups, there's sorrow here, they're communicating.
Wow.
Listen, y'all, the gig is up. So although the collective, universally, we don't see what's going on, but those who know that they have been receiving money generationally unjustly, they're having these conversations with each other in the background.
That's beautiful. Wow.
So
Wow.
it's like it's like the people that's been, because this has been generationally. They're not oblivious to what's happening. So
Mm.
I don't know if they're receiving like the seasons. I don't know what's happening in the background, but those that has been having it, they're not oblivious.
Mm. Come on, sis.
So let me see. So that's kind of, and that could be the kinks that's happening in the background where we was like, well, what are they gonna do?
Yeah. Yeah.
Some of them is gonna try to thug it out with the strength card. Some of them is gonna try to figure it out, thug it out. The strength card is here
Strength. Okay.
about
Okay.
perseverance. So I will say that some people gonna, suck it up.
Hmm.
But others, they may still be out here trying to figure out how they can get it maybe in a nefarious way, or maybe it's interesting because again, it's people that's being affected, and they know that they're being affected because they know that the wealth is being transferred,
Mm.
and they know the why. They know why.
Okay. They know. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
They do know why,
Mm.
because
Mm.
it has been unjust. Look,
What I hear
it's
you.
a
What I
lot of
hear you.
people have to
Right.
move on. I'm
Go
sorry.
ahead. No, go ahead, Mama. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying a lot of people are having to move on. Like they have to look at this. You got
Okay.
these cards that's talking about like walking away, moving on, dealing with it,
Mm.
sucking it up, which I appreciate that because some people, some folks don't want to go down without a fight.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So
Somebody says certain people can't participate in this wealth transfer.
exactly, and it feels like that's being communicated. Like, so
Mm.
I don't know if they have like, because we don't know the people that got this money to top. We don't know the conversation. So the conversations that they're having, they're coming to the realization that they're coming to an aha moment. Like we got to figure it out.
Mm.
Look, how do you go from this to this? How do you go from this? This is a nice coin, money, abundance, to this, because they know.
Are those swords?
These are swords, the nine of swords. The nine of
Wow.
swords is all about anguish, it's sleepless nights, it's anxiety, it's uncertainty, it's so people have come from you to come from this to this. This is a whole lifestyle change. Now if it was the opposite way around, from coming to this, then it's like a blessing, but it's the opposite. So
Wow.
it's the opposite for some people, they and maybe they're communicating like, well, what are we gonna do?
Mm-hmm.
So it's
Mm-hmm.
almost like split down the middle, right? When I'm looking at the energy, and what I mean by that, some people are just accepting it. Okay, this is what it is, and they accepting it. Maybe I'm just gonna get a job, downsize, do something that's a little. And some people like, nah, we're gonna figure it out. Whether they still trying to rob or some people still like, no, you're not gonna take my assets. You're not gonna, So you may see some people that saying, no, I'm not giving you nothing. They might start. You know how folks get crazy. They start wrapping themselves up, and you can't move me. I'm not going.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna start seeing some interesting stuff.
Wow. Wow. So if I could summarize, I keep going, but I hear you saying, because I asked, what does spirit want us to know? That the wealth transfer is real. The
Uh-huh.
people in power have been able to hold on to this wealth, but they're having real conversations about how this is happening, and they're not willing to give up their power, their money, and they're trying to figure this out because they know they have gone from wealth and abundance to now feeling sorrow because it's all being taken away. And
Yep.
some of them gonna thug it out and try to
Uh-huh.
figure it out, but others of them are gonna try to stand still and hold on to the wealth.
Yep.
Okay, just want to
Yep.
make sure the new people are coming in, so I just want to bring y'all up to
Yeah.
speed. This is amazing.
That's it. Are you guys following? So that's it. Look,
They're saying yes.
that's some
Go ahead.
contemplation. People are still contemplating. How are we
Mm.
going to do this? Should we make new investments? Because Seven of Pentacles is all about investments. Should we make new investments? Should I go over here? There's a lot of uncertainty happening for those who are uh, getting the wealth taken away from them, essentially. It's like the rug is being swept from under them. But again, they know why. You
Mm.
haven't you haven't worked for this money.
Ooh. Ooh, I got chills hearing you say that. Come on, sis. Come
Yeah,
on,
they know why
divine.
you haven't worked for this money.
Mm.
It's people that have generational wealth that's been kicked back, relaxed, and they know that they have got. Because again, those who've had the money, they know how. Just how you was talking about your grandfather, and they talk about all of the injustice. Oh, my great uncle and my and it's unjust.
Mm, mm, mm.
So, do you have any other questions, or you want me to look at the questions that I have? Well, if anybody have any questions in the comments.
One question I want to know, and I try to stay away from this question, so I'll be careful how I ask, is when? When are we going to experience some relief?
Now
When?
you know the win is difficult, so
Okay.
time frames is difficult to gauge. However,
Okay.
I receive numbers. I'll
Okay.
estimate based off the numbers that I receive.
Yeah, and I'm not asking for like a specific date, like
Got you. I got you.
we on one accord.
Yeah.
It might be when something is over, when we get our minds right. I don't know what
See.
spirit will say.
I'm gonna start with two card. Okay. Well, this.
Okay.
Okay. So spirit is saying. So I'm getting. So we do have the energy of saying that we will be able to push forward.
Mm,
I'm getting 6 to 7, so maybe 6 to 7. Minimum weeks, right? If we want to minimum,
minimum.
but I really feel like this is more so max.
Okay.
Maybe within the next 6 to 7 months. Um, I think spirit is saying, because look at I'm big on imagery, so
Okay.
look at them, the bodybuilders. They're saying, listen, keep working, keep persevering,
Ooh,
keep pushing.
ooh,
Don't. This ain't the time to get lethargic. This is not the
okay.
time to get lazy. This is
Okay.
not the time to say, oh no. Keep thugging it out.
Mm,
If you can't thug it out by yourself, get you an accountability partner.
mhm,
Because this is forceful, determined, disciplined, and again, that aspect of discipline. A lot of us is like, I want the relief, but what is it going to matter if you're not disciplined?
mm,
So we want to be working on our discipline right now, because again, this money that we're about to receive is not going to be like it's like, this is for to change lives.
mm.
So
Thank you.
yeah, I want to say 6 to 7. Look, I said 6 to 7, and here we are. We have a 6, and then we have a 1. That's why the numbers always stand out to
Mm,
me. I never really quite know. And
okay.
again, this is another card that's talking about the staying power, being prepared, lasting, being ready, unbreakable. This talks about we have what it takes. One's is all about new energy. One is a new, fresh energy. So there is fresh, new beginnings on the horizon.
Mm, that's
So
beautiful.
y'all, it's not time to get tired, y'all. It's not time to say, "Oh man, all I got is $28. What I'm gonna dug it out with that $28. Put $7 in the tank. Go get you some rice. Go get we can because
know.
it's been interesting with this here with financially lately. We've been
Hmm.
having to figure it out.
That's true. That's true. And what I like about what you said is minimum. You just see the number 6, 7, and we can interpret that all types of ways. But behind the energy of 6, 7 is to have discipline. It could be 6 to 7 weeks. It could be 6 to 7 months. It could be who knows. But the energy behind what you said is practice discipline right now, because in order to keep this wealth, you're going to have to be disciplined and structured.
Absolutely. And another message that I'm receiving with this Dear John card at the bottom of the deck, it is time to cut those loose ends, let go of those loose ends. Whether this is people, places, and things, all of those bad habits, it's time to
Mhm.
set those healthy boundaries as well. This was at
Mhm.
the bottom of the deck. The Dear John card, this is talking about having those hard conversations, saying,
Mhm.
because again, what good is it going to be if you have this money or you have this discipline, but you're still tolerating people, places, and things that don't
Mhm.
resonate with you no more?
Yes, yes.
So this is now a time to really start, like I said, start setting those healthy boundaries.
Okay.
Because you know how it is too. When you don't start setting those healthy boundaries and you start handling your business, and people start coming around smiling and grinning like
Mhm.
they've been down for you. So
Mhm. Divine, I want you to know that Sekhmet Fire Goddess, shout out to Sekhmet, says, literally, I'm here with tears in my eyes because you're giving me so much confirmation.
awesome,
Gratitude.
awesome.
Mm, mm.
I'm glad that. resonate for you guys. I'm glad that this resonates.
Somebody says I'll be 67 in March.
Okay, come on, March. Oh, that was March. What? Because that was at Aquarius energy. Oh no, March is Pisces, Aries,
Mm.
Pisces. Do anybody have any comments in the
I
or
did. Go ahead, Mama.
or do you guys? Because I can kind of go over the. Let me see what's standing out.
I'm
Oh,
following your energy.
I wanna see this one, y'all. Let's look at
Okay.
where it's what I wrote. I said, what mindset, which I kind of already went over it. What mindset or behavior can block you from benefiting?
Okay.
Once you get the finances or once things start to shift, what mindset can block you from benefiting? Shoot, I think we kind of went over it because right now it's go time. I feel like at least for those who are listening, for those of you who are listening and you tune in to Dr. Kia, it look like for the most part this collective is an alignment because again the strength card came out again.
Mhm.
Perseverance, forward movement, feeling
Mm.
strength, feeling courageous. So for
Mm.
those of you who've been listening, y'all in alignment. We got a lot of transformations happening with the death card. Don't get scared of the
Ooh.
imagery, y'all. Death is
Ooh.
all about endings and beginnings. Remember, I just read that one energy because that's like a transformation. So there may be some people that's going through different transformations right now. Whether you're
Mm.
moving, some people may be going through breakups. Some people
Mm.
may be in new relationships. But it's still bringing you to that nice coin with the Ten of Pentacles.
Mm.
Ten of Pentacles is a legacy. It's finances. It's wealth. It's building. It's family. It's those humanitarian projects that we were speaking of. It's we all want the Ten of Cups. I mean Ten of Pentacles because the Ten of Pentacles encompasses that Ten of Cup energy and the financial aspect. So we dealing with being satisfied on all fronts,
Mm. Mm.
mentally, emotionally, spiritually. Um, but I do want people to understand that a lot. Some people transitions right now may not feel so good because
Mhm.
again, I do feel like some people are going through like breakups or they're moving houses or maybe you are learning to let go of things that you were attached to. Because attachments is a problem. We be attached to a lot of different things. You could be attached to a chair. Like, oh,
Mm.
this was my great grandma chair,
Mm.
So a lot of people are releasing a lot of things that whether good, bad, or indifferent, it's just a lot of changes happening for the collective. But like I said, this collective is in alignment when it comes to the abundance that they're
I-
trying to bring forth in like literal, tangible abundance, like
mm.
to come to fruition. So I do feel like though that there's a lot of contemplating happening for some people. What am I going to do? What is my next move going to look like?
Mm.
So what is going to help right now so that you can change and shift your mindset is getting clear on what it is that you want to do.
Mm.
So, that might just be looking like writing some things down. Some of us have so many things going on at one time. We just want to tackle it all. Just get clear on what you want to do.
Okay.
For those of you who have like a lot of ideas jumping out and write you a to-do list, like it's time to start doing practical things.
Mm.
And I feel like a lot of people also have things that they already have been working on, but maybe it's lying dormant. So it's time to unearth those things as well.
Mm. Okay. I wanted to show you something that, thank you so much.
No
Who was
worries.
this? Osar. Osar, I'm trying to find your comment. It was so sweet. Osar said, "Oh my God, I love her feminine energy. I want to keep
Thank you.
kiss her forehead."
And that's my favorite, Osa. I appreciate you.
I always tell her she's got this just luscious, sensual, juicy energy.
You. It from my mama. Genetics is so interesting. When you look at yourself, and the older I get, the more I look like my mother, and it just trips
Mm.
me out.
Mm.
I look like
Yes,
my father too, but like it's that feminine, the oozing, get that
it
from my.
just oozes out from you.
Likewise, likewise.
Thank you.
I
Thank
love
you.
your energy. So let me tell y'all a little something, right, y'all? So I used to, when I met Dr. Kia Pruitt years back, I used to go on live. Sometimes I would read, and sometimes I would go on my rants. And when I would go on my rants and I would just be cutting up, I would cuss a lot. I'm from Chicago. We cussers. And Dr. Kia Pruitt used to be like, I love everything about you. You are so, but sugar, please, just a little less cussing, just a little less cussing. And anybody else, I would have been like, girl, go, I can say what the hell I want. But Dr. Kia Pruitt came with
Thank you.
just like, oh, your energy is like, so I'm like, yes, ma'am. And so I've been working on that. I've been
Oh,
working on that. I'm
yeah.
much, much better, much better.
That's beautiful. I remember I was going through a period of my time, not about a year ago. And, usually I'm feminine and graceful. And I told you, I was like, and I said this, that. And you said, no, you wasn't out there cutting up.
Oh, she cut up worse than me, y'all. She did. I was like, you said you did what? Yeah, we switched places. We were trading places. I said, wait, hold on. Wait. No, you didn't. You didn't do that. You said, was that bad? Was I wrong? I said, yeah, that was a little excessive. You
I
said,
said, I need to get myself together.
yeah, you like, yeah.
Thank
No worries. That was the time though. I appreciate you getting that. She put on her segment. Any kind of goddess that'll rip your head apart. That was you. It
But
happens
you
to
held
them.
me accountable too, and you was like, you can't be out here doing that. You got this going on, that going on. You draw your energy back in and behave. So I appreciate the
Yeah.
accountability. I really do.
No worries. I appreciate you getting me to clean sharpen my communication style.
They're cracking up in the comments. Sister Janine was like, Doc, what?
Doc was cutting up, y'all. Doc cut up. Doc is human, okay? Doc is real. Doc is the goddess. Doc is a dark goddess if need be, okay?
Oh my God. She got me together though, y'all, for real. I was like, wait, and this is something I was telling my children once. I said, anytime you're around people or different energies that propel you to act out of character, you need to not be around those people.
Ooh, yeah, I had to learn that the hard way a lot of times because especially the way that I grew up. I grew up kind of angry anyway. So,
Mm,
and it's been a long time where I've been working on myself, and
mm,
that's why I appreciate you coming in my world, even
yes.
telling me like, "Hey, sister, calm down," because around that time I was in a space where I hadn't been in a long time.
Mhm, mhm.
So I appreciate you.
And sometimes you pushed up your back is against the wall and you don't know what to do. And it
Absolutely.
could be just as easy as what you said earlier, cutting a cord.
A
Uh,
lot, that's what I find that we deal with that a lot. Attachments,
mm,
relinquishing things that don't resonate no more. Some people
yes,
hold on for way longer than necessary. I'm
yes.
guilty as charged myself, but I have clients that come to me and they be dealing with the same thing. Oh, and
Mm,
I'm not judging, but I got people like me. I'm gonna hold you accountable. So I'm like, no, no, what you want today?
mm,
You want to just stress me out? You want to, or what you gonna do? You gonna make some moves or what?
mm. One of the things I might have mentioned to you too is that I don't know how this one law, the 48 laws of power, stood out to me this week. I think the ancestors was just communicating with me, and that the ancestors reminded me of law. I think it's law number 10: avoid the unlucky and the unhappy. That energy will overtake you if you allow it
Yes,
to.
it will. Especially for those of you who are givers and you like to pour into people.
Mhm.
Because people know that they come and they tug on your heartstrings. And I'm not saying don't be a bad person, but don't overextend yourself to your detriment.
Mhm. Yes, yes. And we'll get to some of your questions in a minute, sister. I will. You on the roll. What's the next question you have for us?
No, I was waiting. I'm with you guys. Y'all got some
Okay.
questions. I want to just kind of, you know, also keep in mind, y'all, for those of you who are, I'm gonna give everybody a little treat and give you all a money affirmation card, so that for the for the week you can kind of just have that affirmation in mind. Matter of fact, we can do that now. Y'all want to do that right now? Should we do
Yes,
that now?
y'all want a money affirmation card, family? Let's see. Put a one in the chat if you desire a money affirmation card. And if you're enjoying Divine D, one of her other brands or name was NisabaReadz. So you can send a Cash App donation if you desire to $ NisabaReadz. That's NisabaReadz. And I'll have that going, the ticker going at the bottom of the screen as well. And then we'll give you a contact for her so that you can get personal readings if you like. All right. Now, what is a money reading? Is that what you call
No,
it? A
no,
money
no.
affirmation.
A money affirmation.
Okay. What's
So
that?
it's just an affirmation, just
Okay.
kind of
They're
basic.
saying yes.
So we can keep the questions. Okay, yes.
They're
Okay.
saying yes. This is
So
amazing. Yes, yes. They're saying this is amazing.
now
Oh, a lot of yeses.
y'all gonna now they just quick little boom boom booms, y'all. Ain't nothing made. It's a quick little affirmation, but this is gonna be your affirmation of the week. And what I like about these affirmation cards, you can kind of see where you are already at anyway.
Okay.
Okay, so y'all help me keep in order. We're gonna go over the 12. We'll do the first. We'll do fire signs. Okay.
Okay.
So, Leo, your affirmation is every dollar I spend comes back to me multiplied. Every dollar I spend comes back to me multiplied. That's for my Leos. Aries, I naturally attract good fortune.
Mm.
I naturally attract good fortune. Sagittarius, there is enough wealth to go around.
Mm.
There is enough wealth to go around. So now we're gonna move on to my water signs. Pisces. Pisces, you all have I release self-doubt over money.
Mm.
I release self-doubt over money. Cancer. Cancer, you all have money comes to me in unexpected ways. Money comes to me in unexpected ways. Scorpio. I hope I'm not going too fast, guys. Scorpio, you guys have I want more money and that's okay.
Mm.
I want more money and that's okay. Okay, let's move on to our air signs. Aquarius. Aquarius, you all have I live on my own terms.
Mm.
I live on my own terms. Aquarius, Gemini. Gemini, you guys have I am truthful. I'm sorry, I am thankful for the universe. Geminis have I am thankful for the universe. Aquarius, Gemini. Who else?
Libra.
Libra.
That's me.
Yep, there you go.
Remember?
I am enough. I have enough. I will always be enough.
Mm. Thank
I
you.
am enough. I have enough. I will always be enough. Oh, you're a Libra. That's why Libras is all about beauty and
Oh, wow.
yes.
Thank you.
Well,
Wow.
last but not least, the money makers, Earth signs.
Earth.
Cause baby, them Earth signs gonna get to the bag.
Come on with it.
Earth sign Taurus. I have the power to create my success.
Mm.
I have the power to create my success. Uh, Capricorn. Capricorn, you guys have. I will manifest this much money. I don't know. Maybe y'all working on a specific money, whatever your money is. Maybe it's a goal that you're trying to set, Capricorns. Write that number down. Capricorns. You know, one thing about a Capricorn, yeah, Capricorns is all about planning. So I could see a Capricorn saying, "I need X, Y, Z," because y'all plan y'all life down. So what color socks y'all gonna wear on Tuesday? And last but not least, Virgo. Virgo have, I am worthy of financial security.
Mm.
I am worthy of financial security.
What should we do with these affirmations? Thank you. How do we usually?
Just kind of keep the energy in mind this week.
Okay.
Maybe for the next couple of weeks, and be intentional and see how the energy is shifting in your world. You know, just kind of see how things are shifting if you use that affirmation. I find that affirmations are very powerful. Like, I mean, very especially if you're like intentional. You know.
Mm.
Because what it's going to do also is help with that mindset. Remember, for those of us who are in this transformative space where we're releasing things or letting go of some things and we still having a hard time. So that affirmation is going to kind of keep you, like, you know, make sure you handling your business, make sure you got that tunnel vision and say, because we really have to be mindful of our relationship with money.
Mm.
So
Mm.
it's just a friendly reminder.
Thank you so much, Divine D. Somebody want to know, did she do cancer?
I did.
She
I did.
said, money comes to me in unexpected ways for the cancer. Yeah, she
So
got you.
I hope that resonate. It was just like a little quick treat, guys, because I know I initially I said I was gonna do a reading for every sign, but I said that's gonna just be too much, y'all. So
Mhm.
I didn't want to eat up that much time.
I can say that what you said about the Libra, I am enough, I have enough, I will always be enough, resonates with me because where I found myself, and this is a little self disclosure, was I was saying to myself this rising, I was saying, you often like push people into where they are, and sometimes like they get to the point where they like blow up, and they do extremely well, and I was like, well, should I feel bad about that, sometimes people go on and they don't think about me, and I
You know, I've experienced the same thing in this.
really.
Oh, girl, I've seen
Wow.
like, and it's like I'll be excited, but you're right. They just kind of go, and sometimes I'll be like, "Dang, why you didn't tell me?" Like, you know. But
Yes.
but you're right. I've seen so many people just like take
Mhm.
off, and I do. So I really understand what you mean. I get that.
And I think spirit is telling me, like, don't feel like left out or slighted or anything. There's more than enough to go around. You're more than, you are enough. You have enough. What else you say? I will always be enough. Like, why are you concerned about they didn't tell me, or they're doing so much better? It doesn't matter. There's more than enough abundance to go around.
And check this out too, though. Even in the midst of that, you think that they gone on and all of that. They always remember people that when you genuinely, like how me and you, it's really reciprocity. Like how
Mhm.
you was talking about your story, I didn't remember then, and you just kind of. But we
Mhm.
remember. Like I
Mhm.
remember. So we,
Mhm.
we remember each other, you know,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
those of us like how we encouraged and empowered other people. You can't
Thank
forget Dr. Kia Pruitt and
you. So
and
sweet.
Divine D. You just can't.
You're right. You're right. You're right. They're saying thank you. Divine is on point. Oh, everything's about timing. Yes. Any questions? Oh, you missed Leo? Okay. You want me to read, sis? Can I read what you said about Leo?
Yeah, yeah. Get them
Every dollar I spend comes back to me. No, I can't see the other word I put over there.
multiply.
Multiply, multiply.
So for
Every
those of you who forgot, I probably should have did it in order. I didn't do it in order, y'all. That's for Leo.
But
Get,
they can rewind. They can do the replay, as Sister
okay,
Dana
y'all can
said.
do the play, y'all. That's a little first.
And or they can contact you. Let me see. Where did I put down your contact information? I need to make a banner.
Yes, you guys can contact me via email,
Okay.
deepdivining@gmail.com. So I'm
Contact.
rebranding, y'all. So I've been okay. You know how it is when you got your business. I'm rebranding under
Mhm.
Divine D. I'm still she go by many names. But this lately, I want to say this year I found myself just engulfed in a bunch of different
Mhm.
projects. So as I was creating all of these different projects and systems, I was like, you know what, this is new. Let me just revamp. And my name starts with a D anyway. So I was like, I'll just be Divine D.
Mhm.
Because people already call me D, by my name. Or Nasaba. I was Nasaba. I'm still Nasaba. I read for a long time. So as a reader, well, I still read. But initially I was going by NisabaReadz. So that's why she go by many names, y'all. It just depends on when you met me. And this time around, I'm Divine. And I think that the products that I'm creating, I'm also doing coaching, guys. So for those of you who are looking for a coach, a confidence coach, I didn't even know I was gonna be a coach, y'all. My
Mhm.
clients just kept saying, can you coach me? Can you coach?" So I created my own system where I would customize, because some people, I'm not like a one-time fit kind of
Mhm.
person. So when you come to me even for readings, your readings is not going to be like somebody else's. And as you come to me for coaching, it's going to be customized to that person and their energy. So
Beautiful. So if you want to know more about the services she offers, please contact Divine D at deepdivining@gmail.com. I put it in the chat, and I'll also I have a banner and I'll put it in the comment section of the video. You do have another question. Oh, go ahead, Divine.
come on.
Mr. Short asks, what does Spirit say about debt forgiveness?
That's a great question. I want to know myself. Let's
Come
see.
on now.
I think that it's gonna happen when under people noses when you least expect it. Interestingly enough, so we have the Hermit card, right? So the Hermit is like, maybe you know how you ignore things, you just kind of go within.
Mhm.
So I feel like there's a lot of kind of concern what's going to happen, but I feel like it's going to happen swiftly under people's noses. Some people may just kind of look up, and I think we discussed that too. Where you look up and you realize, like, damn, this is gone, or this is off of my credit, or this is paid for. Right after that, we have satisfaction. Um, do things right. So okay, so I'm getting two messages, right? Um, Still be intentional. So whether that is like writing letters, you know what I'm saying, for your credit, you still want to be doing, you still want to be intentional, but I feel like a lot of things are still going to be uh happening under our nose. It's like when we least expect it. But still handle your business. Still be on top of your toes when it comes to whatever debt that you're working on. Make sure you still crossing your T's, dotting your I's. Some people kind of ignoring it and acting like it don't exist. You don't have to ignore it and act like it don't exist. You can be proactive, but when it's all said and done, things are just going to kind of just start magically.
I appreciate you saying that. I'm a affirm that message. When I first started hearing about Nasara, I was like, "Oh, the wealth transfer is coming. It's coming now. I'm gonna stop paying bills. I'm just gonna just believe it's gonna happen." And baby, my credit report went to pot
I,
when I should have
I
been doing
so,
what I knew was right. Go ahead, sis
so no,
Divine.
I experienced that as well. Especially, you remember when we was really talking about it like some years back. I was like, listen, that ain't got nothing to do with me. My name Bennett, and was just ignoring stuff. But Spirit is saying, still be proactive.
Mhm.
Cross your T's, dot your I's, pay attention to your mail. Don't be, but in that regard, you're gonna be like, wow, oh my God, what's happening?
Mhm.
So still be intentional, y'all.
I love that. I have a question about copper. I don't know. I was going to ask you a question about silver, but my spirit is saying ask about copper. What
Okay.
is the significance of copper in this era?
Okay.
What does spirit want us to know about copper?
Copper, interestingly enough, so I'm getting, you know, I'm getting you know how we used to wear copper on us and drink out of the copper cup. This copper, for those of you who have copper, like it's going to be good for you to like really tap into you, the
Mm,
elements of it. It allows you to dive deeper. So for those of you who have, because it's something about that, that energy allowing, because I got the scuba diving card, right? And it says going within, observation, self-examination, exploring the unconscious mind, the desire to know, self-reflection, deep
mm,
thoughts. So for people who have copper, maybe we need to start bringing it back. Actually,
mm,
drinking out of those copper,
mm,
drinking out of the copper cups again, using some copper because again, it's helping us tap into it. Maybe the ancestors knew something that we didn't know in terms
mm,
of that. Well, maybe some of us know now how potent and how powerful that energy is. Not only is it great to collect into sustain some type of wealth and finances, but energetically, it is
mm,
really good for those who are trying to tap in, who's trying to like uh, dive deeper. Just the
mm.
energy that it embodies.
I love that. I love that. Thank you. Somebody said they wear copper daily. Wow. Someone drinks from copper. You purchase copper, foreign currencies, and silver. I'll ask her about silver too. And somebody said that your credit went to pot too, but you don't care. It's all illegal. But I can tell you what happens. I agree. It is illegal. What happened to me when I said I'm just not going to care? Plus, I was boggled down with taking care of my husband. He was sick. But when the opportunity came for me to be able to buy property that I really needed, because my credit was not what it needs to be in this reality, I wasn't able to buy the home that I needed at the time. So, what is good luck and good fortune? It's when opportunity meets preparation. The
Yeah.
opportunity came, but I wasn't prepared. I was like, it's all illegal anyway. Plus, I'm boggled down taking care of my husband. Plus, Nasara's coming. But then a situation came up where now, like he had other children that we were raising, our younger sets of children. I needed a bigger home. There was nothing I could do because my credit wasn't where it needed to be. But if I had been proactive and stayed ahead of, what was to come, I didn't know what was to come. I would have been able to get the home. So yeah, credit is illegal. I agree. I agree. But in this reality, source is saying stay on top of it. Meanwhile, things are happening behind the scenes, or maybe even in front of the scenes, where unexpectedly the credit is going to get wiped out.
Look, right, and as you're talking, right, because I'm always looking at the bottom of my deck, right.
Hmm.
We are going to absolutely experience abundance. As you were talking, I'm shuffling,
Hmm.
Bottom of the deck is grapes. Love this card, right? This
Okay.
card, it speaks of abundance, bearing fruit, harvest, fertility,
Mm,
prosperity, surplus, fullness, juicy, overindulgence, tempting, goodness, plentiful wealth. Enjoy the fruits of your labor. This is a
mm,
number 8 energy, that Scorpio energy. And again, Scorpio is like, if you know about that Scorpio energy, it's like it's deep. So there's still some logistics going on. There's still some things being unveiled, but there's some stuff that some abundance is on the horizon, y'all. I'm excited.
yes,
Okay.
Lisa. Yes. Thank you,
I'm
Divine.
excited. No worries. No, thank you. Thank you for inviting me on. I appreciate those of you who have been rocking with Dr. Kia Pruitt because
Thank
she is
you.
divine in her own right.
Thank you.
Um, so if you guys have any more questions, ask your questions. Also, I told Dr. Kia Pruitt at the end, I am going to give you all a card from the Whispers of Ganesha Oracle deck.
Mm.
I like this because when I do readings, I kind of like to kind of do the reading, talk to my client, chop it up, and then at the end, I always use that card in particular as like a special treat. I noticed that it kind of round everything up. So we
Mm.
don't have to use it right now, but towards the end, I just want to let y'all know that. And the Ganesha is, I believe he's a Hindu god, all about like money, wealth, finances. So I
Mm.
wanted to kind of keep the energy focused on wealth and finances ultimately.
Yes, ma'am. Somebody wants to know, God, gratitude to you, Goddess. Thank you so much.
No,
What
thank you.
is the spirit saying about the many families that still don't have a home of their own?
Ah, great question. It's go time. It's only a matter of time. That's why
Mm.
that's why I had a message earlier when I was like, listen, y'all, still keep holding the ground, keep persevering because I pulled the Chariot card, and
Mm.
Chariot is all about forward movement
Mm.
because you have the and this is like don't put when you know what they say don't put the carriage before the horse. So
Yeah.
again, it's gonna be really important for those of you who don't have a home just yet, know that you can get your home, but just again, don't. Now, when I say don't get your, because I don't know why that came up. Spirit want me to say that. Don't put the carriage before the horse. Maybe it's people that's you know how you spend money before you have it, or you start
Mhm.
buying things. So kind of like be mindful of that. Also appreciate what you have right now. Because I know sometimes where if you have, say, like you got a studio apartment, but you're not taking care of the appliances, or you're not, so Spirit is
Mm.
saying, take care and appreciate what you have now because you will have it. There's forward movement here. There's still a lot of learning that's going on. We have a dual energy that's happening. And what I mean by that is it's still some shifts happening when it comes to how you your relationship with money, your
Mm.
relationship with finances, your relationship with how you take care of what it is that you have right now.
Mm.
Um, Also, bottom of the deck here that's standing out this Nine of Pentacles. This is my single, sexy, and free card. Now, what I mean by
Mm.
that, for those of you who are I feel like it's some people, right? Because it's going to be a lot of homes on the market.
Mm.
Start using your skills, right? It's a lot. It's something I'm getting a message for those of you who are into like interior decorating, who are into like upholstery, who's into like drywalling. Y'all get out here, get your skills, get your
Mm.
crafts and stuff, get it together because you're gonna be being hired to help assist with maybe fixing up these homes. Be
Wow.
okay. Some people may need to be okay with getting a fixer upper. I feel like some people go.
Mm.
I feel like we're starting to hone in on our skills and our craftsmanship again.
I love that. Mm.
You know how when we used to build and how we used to build so sturdy and so beautifully and not all cheap and flimsy how they're doing now.
Mhm.
So we
Mhm.
do have again, there's a lot of prosperity on the horizon, but we have to appreciate where we are now. And we have to also be optimistic. It's a lot of yellow in both of these cards. This is all about that solar plexus energy. And
Mm.
solar plexus is about being confident, self confident. It's about optimism and being sure and certain. So, for those who don't have a home right now, it's not a time to feel defeated. You can still very well be optimistic.
Mm. That's beautiful. Beauty said she was a little confused about the reading on Aquarius that we live on our own terms. Can you respond to what does living on your own terms mean?
Living on your own terms, girl, create your own lane. What is it that you want to do?
Mm.
How do you want to move? Like I gave you guys the example of, my people was telling me when before I started reading, oh, that's just a hobby. That's not gonna work for
Mm.
you. Don't pay no mind to the naysayers. You might be a damn good chef and say I'm about to start making plates, and people might be looking at
Mm.
you. Oh, well, she just making plates. And when you look up 4 years from now, you got a luxury established restaurant. So You live on your own accord. You're creating your
Mhm.
life. You're co-creating. You can't care about what other people are saying. That's what that means. Live on your own terms.
That's
Even
go
I'm
ahead,
sorry.
sis.
I'm
No,
sorry. I
no.
apologize.
Mm-mm. I'm listening.
I'm glad you asked that question. I appreciate that. I find that oftentimes we receive messages, we don't quite know what the message means. It didn't resonate. So I appreciate you asking me that so that I can like break it down to you. You have to live on your own accord. You can't care about the naysayers. You really can't.
If they want to go deeper into what the money affirmation means or what their purpose is or something like that, do you offer that service when you're doing reading cards?
Yeah, yeah, that's ideal. That's why I like. That's why I tell people like take notes because I read for so many people. I'm not gonna remember.
Mm.
So take notes. Remember. Bring it back to me. We can always dive deeper.
And I'm going to find that for you. Somebody asked about another way. Let me see, some they're sending me a code. Another way to reach out to you. People want to gift you with donations. So some people do not have Cash App. If you do have Cash App, family, and I'm going to give you her PayPal as well. But if you do have Cash App and you want to send Divine D a donation, you may send it to $NisabaReadz, NisabaReadz, Nisaba Reads, and I have it going on at the bottom of the ticker, and I'll make sure I put it in the description section. I'm gonna look for her Cash App, but I have to find my phone because I mean her PayPal because PayPal they're sending me a code so I can log into my PayPal. But it's Nisaba Reads there too. I know that.
Yes,
I'm gonna look for it in just a minute. You had some questions that uh, I don't know if Spirit wanted you to look at the questions you wrote down. I want to
it's
honor.
it's all right. I wanted to kind of I just did this so that better safe than sorry. So I
Okay.
don't mind if there's any more questions. If not, let me see what stand out here.
Okay.
Because it looked like we, for the most part, kind of covered because my questions is kind of general, y'all. Um, what should people be doing now to position themselves? I think
Yeah.
I said that. I think we kind of went over that. We'll look again. What can you do to position yourself? I keep saying it over and over. Y'all keep saying this is the card of the day, y'all. This thing came out about 4 different times now. That strength card.
Strength card. Mm.
Strength is all about courage, perseverance, forward movement. You have that orange and that lion, the lion, because I really feel like the crowd of the collective that I am talking to today that's here with us, you guys are very creative. Y'all need to get in your creative bag, whatever that looks like for you. If you are a draw, if you draw, if you paint, if you this is a very creative collective, and
Mm.
y'all have to stop concerning yourselves with what people think. Like, oh, this is not, that ain't gonna go nowhere. You might be into, what is that? You see this little pen? People that do the decorations and you decorate for people weddings, and y'all
Mm.
have to start creating. It's time for y'all to get in your creative bag because
Mm.
when this money it's not even just about the money. There's going to be opportunities for you to flex your creativity
Mm.
in your own right, whatever that look like for you, whether that's you doing hair. Because again, I feel like a lot of people here are artists of sorts. So, like I said, upholstery, maybe painting, material decorating. Me, what do I like to do? I like to read. I like the art of divination, and lately I've been learning that I know how to create systems. Like
Mm.
so like I said, whether it's I don't know, y'all. This batch of people, y'all creative. Y'all may be creative. Because you got to keep in mind, right? We talk about those of us who are indigenous to this land. Y'all know that we've created the most patents in the whole entire world and the whole entire planet. So you guys may have some. I feel like there's a few people that's listening that got some things that the world don't know about right now that we need to know
Mm.
about. So get in your creative bag, y'all.
That reminds me, Divine D. Thank
Uh
you
oh,
so.
I can't hear you, Dr. Kia.
Okay, hold Okay, you probably can hear me now. I had to go out and
Yep.
come back in.
There you go.
Um, Thank you, sister, because what I was going to say is this new era, you already talked about the people who had the wealth, who took the wealth, stole it and it was controlling everything.
Mhm.
They are giving it back. They're going through the wealth transfer and that wealth is coming back to us. But that also means that the corporations that were existing, they're going to go
Yeah.
away. The major stores, the bakers, the tailors, all these people that the doctors that
Yeah.
hoarded the wealth, all that's going to go away. So we need a new reality where
Yeah.
we're going to bring in our gifts and design our creative abilities.
Mhm.
So I hear what you're
Yeah.
saying loud and clearly. We need to hone those skills because if you're not ready, and the wealth transfer comes and you have the opportunity, what I say, so-called good luck and good fortune is when opportunity meets preparation.
Right.
If you're prepared, we're able to do something. If you're not prepared, don't be upset if somebody else comes in, and create what we should have been creating ourselves.
Yep. It's really that's what I'm really getting more so than anything. It's time to create. And I'm
Mm,
also getting that because there's a transition that's happening, it's time to release or relinquish things that no longer serve you. You can't be holding on to things that just don't resonate with you no more.
mm.
Or you're doing yourself a disservice because holding on to people, places, things that don't, and you trying to move somewhere, it's just like you're one foot in, one foot out. You're still being drugged out, and none of us is exempt from going backwards. We can either, what is it called? You can either elevate, or what's the opposite of elevate?
Um,
Re, what's the
what you mean?
what's the
You
word?
go down as the elevate, or what's the opposite? Look, I'm gonna have to look up opposite.
None of us is exempt though. That's the interesting thing about it. That's why you have to be intentional. It's elevate or it's y'all know the word.
Oh, I see it.
Devolve? Is it
To
devolve?
devolve, because you evolve or devolve, you could demote, degrade. What is the
Yeah,
word of?
it's another word though.
Hmm.
But but
Help
but
us.
but because we dealing with energy, it's listen now. If you still holding on to people, places, the stuff that don't resonate, they can pull you back under now. So be intentional.
I found your PayPal. It is at
Thank you.
NisabaReadz. But why does it say S? Is it S or
It was S, and I put the Z on the Cash App. That was
okay? Okay.
it's this. So I hope y'all. I'll be doing stuff, y'all.
Somebody asked about okay, let me see if I can find your question about a shotgun start. I don't know what
Shot.
shotgun start means. A shotgun start to the revaluation of currencies. What does a shotgun start mean? Shotgun
I don't know either. Oh,
start.
is that like a is that like they borrowing something in advance?
Let's see. Shotgun start meaning. What does that mean, Beckley? Yeah,
Mm.
maybe let's see definition. You guys, I know that's some terminology that people in the currency revaluation use. They always say it's going to be a shotgun start.
Am I gonna look? Let me. I'm gonna re-put my little lipstick on the side, y'all. Okay.
Okay,
We
I
gotta
don't
do.
know. Go ahead, sis.
Can I do this? Wait, how do I do this? Can I do this?
What's that? Yes, absolutely. You all have to tell me what you. Oh, you heard that copper removes parasites. Come on through here. What's a shotgun start mean, family? I can just ask her a general
Is
question
it
about.
like it sounds like a credit? Like before you get like a lump sum, like is there like a credit?
Oh, they're saying you're on point. Y'all tell me what that means. Thank you, Empress, Empress D, Empress D. There's another Empress D here says she's on point, but it's DEE. Uh,
Empress. I have to touch my little lips up, y'all.
you look gorgeous, darling. She'll help you with life path numbers too when you contact
Mhm.
her. What's a
Yeah.
shotgun? Go ahead, sis.
No, I was gonna say I love the life path, conversations.
Um. Oh, somebody says Will all tiers go at once? Because so what the people are saying in the community that people that have foreign currencies is you have the elite that they're calling the whales that have money. You have the people that have humanitarian projects. You have certain groups. And then you have the internet people that know about it. Then you have everyday people. Then you have military. So people are wondering is when it comes to the revaluation of currencies,
Is
does
it gonna come in stages or at one time?
thank you. Yes, I was trying to put it together in my head. Thank
No,
you.
I remember because I used to listen to the different channels back then. Like I said, it's been a while, but I do remember the foreign exchange conversations with the
Okay.
money, the different currencies. So let's see. It's interesting. Let me see. Because we got the world card again, and that was one of the first cards that came out earlier, which was
Mm,
the universe, which is the world here. New beginnings. Hmm. I really feel like it's still some kinks being knocked out. Like I said, because
mm,
I don't know if these people are like at the table figuring this out. It's still some of that still
mm.
being figured out. I almost feel like it's gonna come out like in two waves. Interestingly enough,
Two ways. Okay.
it don't feel like it'll be like tier boom boom. It feel like two waves,
Mm, mm. Okay. Mm,
and these waves are gonna bring forth wealth, rapid growth, unlimited potential, and a way to create a legacy with the baby card, which speaks of fresh new beginnings. So,
mm,
and the reason why I say I feel like it's gonna come in two waves is because the Two of Pentacles is here, and this is like trying to figure it out. What we gonna do? What we gonna do? What we gonna do? Um, but it was something that was standing out. Oh, with this two-way street, that's what stood out. Cause y'all, when I look, I try to figure out what's standing out, and what stood out to me in this particular card was the two-way street, and that's why I feel like it's gonna be like in waves. I feel like it's
mm.
in two waves in particular. Now, how I don't really know.
Okay.
So
Mm,
maybe they put those tiers and like this. These tiers are in group one or group B. So maybe group one is like one wave first, and then group B is like the second wave.
mm. Makes sense though. Thank you, Devon.
No worries.
Somebody said shotgun start. What you say? Shotgun start means everything will start without planning. Oh, okay. I never I heard that saying, but I never knew what it meant. Okay.
That first wave, let's go back to that wave, the waves, right? Because what's standing out again, y'all, I'm real visual. This castle is really standing out to me, right? The imagery on this castle.
Mhm,
Um, and what I feel like is like for those, it almost feel like old money.
mhm,
So that may be like the first wave. You know what I mean? The
mhm,
people that may have maybe been holding on to maybe some of these foreign exchanges first, or maybe the long. I don't know how you can gauge that, but it
mhm,
feels like a more prestigious, like the more. I don't know if I'm explaining that correctly.
mhm.
You do you get what you understand what I'm
Yeah, I
saying?
do. I do.
Okay, so it feels like old money
Hmm.
and then newer money.
It makes sense because there have been some people that's been in this foreign currency community a very long time. These aren't
Okay,
just everyday people. These are spirit. These are hedge funds,
okay,
family offices,
okay.
wealth managers. I'm not talking about everyday wealth managers. I'm talking about like empires.
Right.
These
Okay.
people, because and so the reason why it could happen in waves is because it's not just the foreign currencies that's happening. You're talking about what they call it. They call them other type of wealth apparatuses like golden Bibles. Those
Okay.
are worth a lot of money. Gold and silver bullets,
Yeah.
swords.
That
Uh,
first wave feels very antique-ish.
Yeah.
So whoever is like in that realm where that antique stuff is their realm, they'll
Mhm.
be like the first wavers. If it's what I'm now, y'all, I'm just kind of
You're
going
right.
off feel individual. That's kind of what I'm kind of feeling.
Bonds, government bonds. These are, like you said, I forgot the name of, but these are antique, old bonds that most people don't know about. That they Chinese bonds, uh, bonds from ancient dynasties. Those people will more than likely go first because
Okay.
they have massive amounts of wealth that we can't even fathom with our Iraqi dinar, Venezuela
Okay.
bolivar. This is wealth that has been secured and stored for hundreds of years,
Okay.
and wealth that that we didn't even know about. Um,
Okay.
so those would most likely,
That
yeah,
feels like the first wave.
that makes sense.
And then after that wave, right, it's everybody that's like, it's go time. Now, what I mean by that energy is the
Mm.
people that's been tracking. It's the people that's like, oh, this, whatever that group is. Does that make sense?
It makes and it agrees with my spirit. It makes sense. It aligns with what I study. Now, will the Iraqi dinar go first? The Venezuelan bolivar? The people in the community have been saying the dinar will go first because everybody thought they only knew about the Iraqi dinar. So you
Okay.
had all these gurus saying the dinar is going to revalue and it's going to revalue only. And but see, they didn't know. They didn't
Okay.
know that other currencies had been suppressed as well, and those currencies will be reinstated back to their pre-war value and their pre-sanctioned value after the whole world returns to a gold standard. So people want to hold on to the narrative that it's only the Iraqi dinar or what happened first.
Okay.
What I've come to know, and divine D, what because she can check, because this is just research, but spirit knows better than I, is that all countries have been working together to be on a level playing field, and
Okay.
so they're already revaluing behind the scenes. So when you'll see it on the forex, when they revalue, or when will they go back up high in value, it could happen at the same time. One could happen before each other, but I really think it's going to happen at the same time. Honestly,
I
that's
do too, and because today, as we did this reading, if you could look back, we've gotten that world card
mm,
twice, and then we had
we
the
did.
universe, which is the world again. That's three times. So it's got to be some sort of unison going on.
Mhm. I agree with. Thank you. Yes, railroad bonds people got into, absolutely. Let's see, government bonds. Yes, these are things that a lot of people don't know about. Go ahead.
They said the golden age. I was just excited to see that
Yes.
because it is. This is. Have you guys? This is random. This is
Okay.
random. But when we said the golden, and you remember I mentioned this to you the other day. Have you guys been experiencing the sun being different? Like it's back to its golden state again,
Mm,
whereas it's been looking white, bright, uh, you know, for a long time, and now it's golden again. Have you guys experienced that?
mm. I didn't notice until you pointed it out to me the other day. Yes, ma'am.
I still, ever since I've noticed it, it has not gone back to white. It's still that golden, warm sun that I remember when I was a little girl.
Mm.
So I don't know if that's a figment of my imagination or what,
No,
but it's just beautiful. It's been beautiful ever since I've noticed it.
you got
How?
another. Go
No,
ahead,
I'm
sis.
sorry. I'm sorry. Come on, darling.
No, go ahead, sis. I'm following you.
No, I was just gonna read this question. It stood out. How can I convince my older sister not to sell the organic family farm? Please and thank you. Ooh wee.
Woo. Mm,
That's a great question.
mm.
Let me see. You know, everybody got free will.
Right, right.
But look what popped out. The Ace of Wands tried to pop out to tell her that she'll be doing something that, prematurely. Tell her don't move too rashly. So ask her if she can give it another year or so.
Mm,
Because it can be successful. I mean, the Ace of Wands coupled with the Six of Wands, that's victory and success. Tell her to be patient.
mm.
Just be patient in the meantime, between time. Thug it out. Again, I see an aspect of people kind of not throwing the towel in too fast.
Mm, mm. People
I
are
gotta
agreeing
hold
with you.
on. Yeah, she's kind of she kind of felt like she kind of like I don't know what's gonna happen. Just tell her don't move impulsively. Just because you don't see what's happening, because the moon is about things being concealed, and then it's the Knight of Wands behind it is impulsive. Tell her don't be impulsive.
Mm, that's beautiful. And I see people in the comment section as you are pulling cards, they're saying, "Tell her, hold on." I hear you, brother Tony. I hear you.
That's a
Mm,
little while longer.
mm,
And again, y'all, time frames is fluid. Time frame is difficult to gauge. These are just intuitive estimations.
mm,
Now, my clients, they some of them be like, because I'll be like, please don't stress me out with the time frame, y'all. And they like, no, but you're good with the time frame. So I just
mm,
kind of want to give you guys like my,
mm. Any more questions, family? And you had a couple more. Is there anything else you wrote down, Divine?
no, the only other thing that I have is the Ganesha Oracle that I'll pull towards the end of the conversation.
Okay. If you all are enjoying Divine D, I would ask you to give her a donation. You can support her by sending a donation to her Cash App to $NisabaReadz, NisabaReedz. I'll put that in the comments section. You can also send something to PayPal, and that's Nisaba Reads, but instead of the D, it's an S at the end. NisabaReads. And I'm going to put that in the chat. Also, if you want to, and I know some of you want to contact her to do a deep dive into your personal reading, then please contact her via Gmail or email at deepdiving@gmail.com. DEEPDIVING, deepdiving@gmail.com.
Divining.
What I'm saying, diving.
And
Oh,
that
I'm
no,
sorry. Deep.
no, it's okay. It is.
No, it's me. Deep divining. I apologize, family.
You're right.
DEEPDIVINING @gmail.com. Deep divining. There's a show called Deep Dive, and I apologize for that. That must be
No, you fine.
I'm getting tongue twisted. Okay, here's another one. Question: are Social Security people or recipients receiving any aid before the blessing?
That's a great question.
Hmm.
They might get a little. They might get a little sweet treat, and
Hmm.
they sweet treat may be just kind of a larger, a couple larger checks, and they
Hmm.
security checks. It's yeah, maybe they may get a. That one is a little. I don't see them kind of getting. I feel like they'll get like maybe a larger lump sum. Like let's just say maybe instead of $800, they might get $1,000.
Hmm.
They might kind of get those kind of treats,
Hmm.
but nothing like so super significant that it'll like be alarming, if that
Hmm.
makes sense.
Yes. Divine, I've heard people say things to me like, I'm selling hopium. It's not possible for everybody to be wealthy. And I can understand that because nowhere that I know of in history have we ever had everybody to be wealthy. Is this reality? Is everybody going to get something of significance as it
You
relates?
know, it's interesting that you asked that because I used to look into this energy, and even now, as I'm looking into the energy, I do feel somewhat of a split energy, if I want to be honest, and that's why I talk about that parallel reality aspect,
Okay. Okay.
and it could be that aspect of the waves as well.
Hmm.
And what I mean by the parallel reality, so there's a book called the Celestine Prophecies. That's just
Okay.
one area or one aspect where people talk about a parallel reality.
Okay.
So we'll use what's going on now in the world as an example. One parallel reality is you have some people who are not experiencing any traumas.
Mm.
They're comfortable. They're not getting any hits when it comes to their finances, so on and so forth. They don't see all of the division, all of the chaos that's going on in the world. They're living la vida loca. That's one reality. The
Mm.
other reality is crazy. It's a dystopia. It's division. It's feuding. It's fighting. So that's why I do feel that
Mm.
energy. That's why I'm
Okay.
like, I don't know if it's going to be the collective, the all, or if it's certain
Mm.
people that's on a certain time. What is it called? Timeline.
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 Timeline. Yeah.
So, because I do feel that split
Mm.
energy. So, let
Mm.
me let me ask. Let me see what card I get
Okay.
to see if this is like. Because I get what you're saying. Because I know this energy, and I talked about it. Remember, I used to go live and talk about, oh, this
Yeah.
aura. But I
Mm.
do. Even then, I felt a split
Mm.
energetically. That parallel reality aspect.
Okay.
See, look, and you can't make it up.
Mm.
There is some wealth coming up. When I say you can't make it up, right? I want y'all to look at that. You see that fab, but you see how the Gemini energy. You see that
Yes.
parallel. That's why I
Yes.
feel like the energies is running parallel right now. There is changes happening though. This is five energy, but there is wealth happening. There is abundance coming. This
Mm.
yacht card, it says adventure, affluence, luxury, mobility,
Mm.
great ease, smooth sailing, sophisticated, prosperity, self indulgence. There is an aspect where there's a reality where people are going to experience this.
Mm. Mm.
So now, is it going to happen for the whole? That's the part I don't. Maybe it very well. Listen, what I pulled next, y'all. The mother load card.
Wow.
And this mother load card, this is a one energy. That Scorpio energy is a way as well. Y'all need to tap into that Scorpio energy. See what that energy is about, because that's a repeated energy that's prevalent in this reading. But the mother load card speaks of, now this might be the whole, right? Because we're
Mm.
talking about the different parallel realities. With that yacht, it was talking about luxury, affluence, so on and so forth. The mother lode speaks of prosperity, jackpot, success, good fortune, having plenty, money makers, sudden wealth, the
Ooh.
real deal, on
Ooh.
easy street, accomplishments, advantage, fortune, the prime source.
Mm.
So it could be, and just like go back to Celestine prophecies, right? One reality, no drama, everything smooth sailing. The other reality, dramatic. But you have, that's why your mindset is important, because the reality that you are on, or the timeline that you are on, is going to be important as to where you are mentally. What reality are you
Mhm.
creating? So co-creation is important. So we'll say those who are over here is absolutely going to experience that reality.
Mm. And somebody's like,
I hope I'm making sense, y'all.
I've seen a couple people say energy responds to your underlying assumptions.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. My final question, because I saw somebody say something about buy silver. What does spirit say about silver in this new reality? In the meantime, you can contact Divine D if you need her to do a deep dive into your personal reading. I'm going to put her email here in the comment section. Hold on. I had it up, but I lost it somewhere.
You know, it's a lot of transformations that's happening when it comes to silver.
Okay.
So what I'm getting is it's a lot of changes that's happening, so it's a lot of highs and lows.
Mm.
Maybe in one breath it's like I don't know if it's fluctuating in terms of the rates, but it's a lot of different transformations happening right now with silver in particular. It may be going through the most transitions as it pertains to the different precious metals. So
It really is. Go ahead.
it almost feels kind of not necessarily risky, but it's fluctuating a lot. If that,
Mhm.
that's what I'm getting. So um, just keep that aspect in mind. There's a lot of changes and fluctuations happening with silver.
It was $130 in January. Then it went all the way down to the 50s.
Oh wow.
And now it's like at $64 per ounce. Gold was 5,300, and then it went down to like 4,900, but it's rebound. Oh my gosh, gold is like 4,300. It's fluctuating too. But silver, like I said, it went all the way up to 130, and then it went down in the low 50s. Like it went down significantly.
It looked like it's down right now, and some people
Mhm.
might be overwhelmed with that, but I do feel like it's going to have it's going to peak back up.
It's going to go back up.
Mhm.
Okay. Okay. So silver, gold, and copper, they're precious metals for a reason. And I've always felt like it's not just about money.
I
You
don't
know?
feel well. I definitely with the copper, it's definitely not just about money because
Okay.
again, you can really benefit off that. It can help you with different ailments in your body, so on and so forth.
Mm.
At least that's what I'm getting from the copper in particular. That's what is standing out to me. So
Thank you, Jeffrey Short. Jeffrey, I appreciate all you say. And you've told us about some things about precious metals in our private group. If you're interested in joining the private group family, hit the join button on this video or any of my videos that say join, because we talk about investments in our private group. And Jeffrey is one of the main people in there that's sharing information along with some of you all that are part of the group, and as well as Sister Janine, who is our group moderator. Sister Nikki Wynn says Divine D is the truth. She has gotten me
yeah,
all the way together many times throughout the years.
thank you. Wow.
What does Spirit say about sun gazing, if you, particularly if you're melanated? Is what
Well,
Jeffrey wants to know.
with this new sun, let me see. I don't know what spirit say. Let me see, but let me know if y'all experience the golden sun sun gazing. I think it'll be pretty good right now.
Hmm.
You got the Empress card. The Empress is all about creativity, newness, beauty. I think it'll be really good right now. Just be mindful of be mindful of your skin, protect your skin, use you some maybe sun what's it called, screen? Yeah, sunscreen. But I think that it'll be really good for you right now.
Hmm.
Maybe for the person that acts in particular, it'll be really good for you right now. Protect your skin, but you'll also notice that your skin will be very appreciative.
Hmm. Yes, I will check. Somebody asked me to check and make sure that the email that I gave is correct. So let me make sure. Contact Divine D. Hold on. And I don't want to keep you too much longer, Divine. Let
Oh,
me,
you all right? You okay? It's right. Somebody sent me an email.
okay. Deepdiving@gmail.com.
Yep.
That's where you contact her. Someone asked me, I think it was Sister Janine, wants to know about the med beds. Can you tell us if those are coming
Oh
out?
yes. Let's see the med beds. I really like the information on the med beds.
So the med beds is advanced technology family for those people that may be ill or going through certain things. You might have a limb that needs to be regrown or something like that. You'll lay in this technology, this bed. It will detect your ailments and it will heal you automatically and even regrow limbs.
So with the med beds, right, y'all? I'm getting there's still some, so this is interesting. Like with any new technology, you have your naysayers, right? So
Hmm.
I feel like some people have already experienced the med beds. I don't know if they've been using them as like experiments or whatever.
Hmm.
Um but I feel like it's been a mixed bag. I feel
Hmm.
like there has been some people that's like, this is amazing, it saved my life, and there's some people that's like, yeah, I don't know, this is too much, this is scary. So it feels like it's a mixed bag right now. I think that some people have absolutely been experiencing it, um, and I think that it's now when I say the people that's been experiencing in the background are giving different perspectives.
Mm.
Some more positive than not, but the ones that have not been good perspectives or that's being taken into consideration right now.
Mm. Okay.
So, but I think that they are going to start rolling them out. And why I say that is because the food card is over our energy, and this is like
Oh.
taking a leap of faith. This is like, listen, let's just because I feel like it's been more positive than not, but there have been some maybe negative opinions and perspectives.
I love that. I want to take a pause before we continue on and ask our soul tribe, what do you think about the reading so far? I see you are highly engaged. If you are interested in contacting Divine D, we put her information in the chat. You can contact her at deepdiving@gmail.com. If you want to send her a cash app, then please do send it to $NisabaReadz. So anybody that appreciates this, I want you to put I got you in the comment section. I got you. If you want to send her something, you're going to send her something, no matter what it is, say, I got you. I got you, sis. I got you. So I'm going to be, somebody probably already start sending something, but I'll be the first that I know of that'll send a gift right now.
Appreciate you. Thank y'all. I appreciate you guys.
Absolutely. Let me see. How do I get there? Divine D. And when you go to send her a gift, it'll be, it is the $NisabaReadz, but you'll see her name, Deidre, at the top. So let me go ahead and send Divine D. Do we got any I got yous in the comment section? They're saying she's amazing,
Thank
Doc.
you guys. I appreciate y'all.
She's been wonderful. Oh, that's awesome. Excellent. All right. I got you, Brother Tony said. Somebody says sent. True Seeker says sent. Sister Nikki says, I got you, sis. Hey,
I
I love
appreciate
this.
you guys.
Oh, who's this? Coley says, I got you.
Thank
Yes.
you guys.
Yeah, if you got her family, put I got you. Oh, here you who it is. Gotta. Who is that? Gotta. Gotta. I saw you. Gotta love horses. Says, I got you. I love this. Absolutely wonderful today. Sister Sandra says, I got you. They're
Thank you
saying this is
guys.
great. Sister Sherry says it's great. Brother Short says, loving her energy. Just got finished gazing. She is amazing.
Thank you.
Sherry says, I got you. 11 says she's great. Divine Talk TV says I got you.
Thank you guys. I really appreciate you all. I'm really grateful. Let me give y'all a little. So I was hiding. Well, not hiding. I told y'all a little bit about my 6'2" energy.
Mhm.
So I was in hermit mode for about 3 to 4 years. I just got back out. I'm just starting to put myself back out there. The top of this year, as far as like being back in front of people, showing my gifts. Because my clients that know me in the background, they know how to get to me. But
Mhm.
I wasn't on any social media platforms. I kind of ducked off for a few years. So
Mhm.
now I'm back, and I'm really excited to show everybody what I've been cooking and working with in the background. A lot of different systems that I've been creating. I've created an oracle deck that I created some many years ago. I also been writing a book in the background, a memoir about myself and what I've experienced growing up in Chicago, being a mother, tapping into spirituality, being a conspiracy theorist, so on and so forth. At first, I was like, who gonna want to read a memoir, about me? And as I started to create it, and so many people are like, I want to read it. I want to read it. I can't look for. So I've been cooking a lot of things in the background while I was hermiting. Oh, y'all, thank you so much. You guys are hooking me up. I'm getting a couple of cash apps. I appreciate you all.
Is there anybody you want to shout out, or can you see it from your phone?
I want to shout out my homegirl Nicole for she hit me up, and so thank you, Nicole, for supporting me today. Oh, let me look at this cash app.
Mhm.
Hey, y'all helping me. I owe Cash App. So y'all just cleared the
Thank God.
yeah, I owe them. Now I owe them $10 more.
Mhm.
Let me see. Let me. I want to shout out Natasha. Thank you for the $25. I appreciate you. Dr. Kia Pruitt. Thank you. I appreciate
You're
you.
welcome.
Daniel. Is it Danielle? Danielle Mason. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you guys. I'm really appreciative, genuinely.
$ NisabaReadz, NisaReadz. That's the Cash App. And
Thank
I'll
you guys. Y'all gonna make me cry. No, not because of them, but I was kind of I'm just in a space where I'm so surprised when people come to me and they ask me for my, because again, this was just, me creating this lane, being a reader. I was discouraged. Even it's a lot of times. That's why I was telling somebody who was like, "Well, what does it mean?" It's like, do what you have to do for you. It's a lot of people who are not going to see your vision. They're not going to understand where you at. They're not going to get it. And it's not for everybody to get. It's not for everybody to understand. Just be a law-abiding citizen, y'all, and handle your business. I do appreciate you guys because I'm always impressed when people come to me for my assistance and for my guidance, and I'm appreciative because people don't come when life is great. They come when they're feeling insecure, uncertain, and I appreciate people for entrusting me with such uh, vulnerable information when they're in their time. And I'm not here to judge y'all. So when my book come out, whether it's in next year, 10 years from now, you're gonna see. I'm not here to judge. My life is pretty colorful too. Okay. So I really appreciate you all. Let me see. Is somebody else I need to shout out? I just got something. And if you have any more questions, please ask
Okay.
questions. If not, I got this Ganesha Oracle that I wanna thank you, Joyce. I really appreciate you, darling. Hey y'all. Y'all help me pay Cash App back. See
Yes.
y'all thank you.
Help you
Listen,
out, sister. Life's been a little challenging, and that's why, like you said, in this era, we use our own gifts, and the scripture says the gifts will make room for you. When you use your gifts, then people pour into you, and we helping each other. We're exchanging energy.
thank you, Akia, Harold. And listen, y'all playing. Y'all is not playing today. I don't want y'all to leave thinking that, oh, she just, no, I'm genuinely appreciative, sincerely. I was a little nervous. I was like, oh man, Dr. Kia, she finna have a whole bunch of people on because Dr. Kia is popular.
Thank you,
You
sister.
are popular, girl. I know when I come in your room, I better be on my best behavior, have my clothes, look, fix my necklace. That's it. Dr.
You
Kia
look
is popular.
gorgeous, darling.
Thank you.
And your energy is just so refreshing. Like the gentleman said earlier today, it's just so juicy and feminine. It's just,
Thank you.
and that's the thing about feminine energy. It affects and impacts everybody, not just the gentleman. It brings joy to all of us, joy to the planet. That's what I love about that feminine, juicy, sweet, luscious energy. You
I
know,
agree.
it just oozes from your pores. It
Thank
really does.
Likewise,
Thank
likewise.
you.
I get look, I got goosebumps with you saying
Wow.
that. So let's do this, y'all. We're gonna do a whispers of Lord Ganesha, and again, Ganesha is a Hindu goddess. He's all about wealth, prosperity, abundance. And I like these at the end. So I'm just gonna read from the guidebook from this, okay, guys? We have divine support.
Mm, mm.
We have divine support number 48.
Okay.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's a 3 energy. 3 is all about connectivity, connecting to spirit, connecting to source, um, the different family, friends, partners, all about connections, communication as well. So let's see, divine support. And this is kind of going to round everything up, guys.
Okay.
So it says, Om is divine support. It says Om is a powerful tool for bringing focus and awareness to a deeper meaning of life.
Mm.
Ganesha is strongly connected to the mystical symbol Om, sometimes written OM. The sacred Om is most important universal tool of the divine presence in Hinduism. It is held to be the cosmic sound which was generated when the world first came to existence.
Mm.
The written form of this divine symbol, when reversed, gives the flawless outline of Ganesha. The use of sound is one way to help connect with the divine support available to you now. Ganesha is ready to share his wisdom, knowledge, and guidance that is innate within his being. You now have the opportunity to cultivate a closer relationship with Ganesha or with any ascended master or divine being that resonates with you. Drawing on divine support facilitates a greater connection to the divine voice, which can be a source of inspiration and great wisdom in the times of uncertainty or challenge. Ganesha's desires to assist you on your life path. Know that he is guiding you away from fear, distress and anguish, and towards the light and the love at the center of your being. The same light and love which resonates through the vast universe and which is contained within the universal sound of Om. Consider chanting this tone or listen to a recording of the Om to bring about the energetic shift that is needed at this time.
Mm.
So y'all know what that is. That means get to meditating and listening to those affirmations. And again, you don't have to just tap into that Ganesha energy as it pertains to the different master teachers or ascended masters. You can tap into whatever resonates with you in this moment in time, y'all.
That's beautiful. That is that the sound that's like
That's
om.
yep.
You can feel it vibrating through your body.
You know what happened to me a couple of years ago? I went to a thrift store and lo and behold, it was a bunch of monks. It was
Mm.
the tripped me out. I've never seen monks, I said, why is the monks in here? There's about 7 or 8 of them,
Wow.
and it just tripped me out. I said, what? Why is the monks in the city? The monks is it monks in the city?
Mhm.
But yes, that's the
That energy that want they want to raise our vibrations. It sounds like.
absolutely, yes, absolutely.
Someone says Om is the song of the sun. Thank you, brother
Ah,
Eric. Wow, the song of the sun. Wow. And someone else says something about Om. I'll get to it if I see it. Oh, OM or AUM.
yes, hmm
Wow.
that's
Wow.
how it's spelled both ways as I was reading.
Mm. This is beautiful. So someone said it's a frequency. Wow.
So let's
Well,
tap into that. We need to, and we're gonna tap into that Om energy as well
okay.
as I'll keep y'all affirmations in mind so that you can see how the energy is shifting throughout the course of the days and the weeks.
Speaking of Om energy, you and I talked about this briefly that we are in the Lions Gate portal energy
Yes.
between July 28th and August the 12th. And you said we should, because we wanted to do the show, we didn't know what day. And you was like, let's do it before the 12th, before
Right.
that gate closes.
Right.
That gate is the sun in Leo lines up with the planet Earth, Sirius, and Orion's belt. And when those planets line up, a portal opens according to ancient wisdom, and
Okay.
energy floods into our universe. And so
Mhm.
when that energy's flooding, you're supposed to harness it. And I can imagine one of the most beautiful ways to harness it is to
Exactly. And remember, y'all, remember when I kept getting messages about creativity? That's why I was like, this is really a time to tap into your creativity,
okay.
whatever that looks like for you.
Hmm. Okay.
I want to. Somebody else just sent something. I'm appreciative, y'all. I so appreciate you all. Let me think. No, I think that was it. Is that it? I don't want to miss anybody. I want to make sure I said you all names.
You can send NisabaReadz, Sister Divine, Goddess Divine D, a gift by sending a donation at dollar sign NisabaReadz, NisabaReadz. You may also, for those of you who don't have Cash App, send what is it, a PayPal donation through to the Nasaba Reads, but instead of the D at the end, it's an S.
Oh,
NisabaReadz.
I did miss some names. Hold on one second, y'all. Let me give y'all these names. I don't wanna ignore anybody. Thank you, Donna. I appreciate you so much, my darling. Thank you, Sandra. Thank you, my darling. I appreciate you guys. And thank you, Antoinette. I don't know
That's
if it's Antoinette or Antoinette. I say Antoinette.
You all are amazing for supporting our goddess today. She's poured into us, and we want to pour back into her and let her know how much we appreciate her. 11A Brooks says, Om is also part of the word womb,
Ah,
WOMB. And
absolutely.
I want to say something as we wrap up that yesterday you and I were tapping into some energies and you saw the divine feminine. Would you like to
Yeah.
say something about that? About as we in this new era?
Um, don't be afraid of okay, so interestingly enough, right, because this just came to me now. When we think about the divine feminine, we think about nurturing, soft, nice, gentle. Don't be afraid of the different architectural
Mm,
architectural divine feminines. It's
okay.
okay sometimes, because sometimes we judge ourselves a little bit. We're
Mm,
comparing and contrasting ourselves as far as women to other women. Well, my energy not like hers, or she has this kind of energy. I got
mm,
that kind of energy. Listen, radiate in your energy, whatever that look like for you. And you can also reinvent yourself. It's never too late to reinvent yourself. You're never too old. You're never too young.
mm,
Really dive in to whatever that looks like to you. And also keep in mind that the divine feminine energy is not just for women. Men can tap into that energy as well.
mm. And now, what is that divine feminine energy? It's nurturing. What else is it?
So we all have feminine and masculine energies within us.
Yes,
The
yes.
feminine side is more so like you know intuition,
Mm,
insight, creativity. Is that nurturing aspect, is those different qualities, but it's just not solely focused on women. Men can tap
mm,
into these energies as well. And again, when we think about that, we think about the nurturing aspect. Sometimes we don't think about those more harsher feminine
mhm,
energies, like let's say
mhm,
like a Kali Ma or a Sekhmet, or we sometimes think about like a Mary Magdalene, or
mm,
maybe a Mother Teresa. Not saying that those are bad. You know what I'm saying?
mhm,
Those are typically what people. Oh, the film. No, it can look nice and sweet, and it can
mm,
look how. Let's just talk about like how our energies. We would be two divine feminines in our own right. We both have this very potent energy, but it's still different.
mhm.
Yours is kind of like wise.
Okay.
How would I say your energy is like wise and noble, very elegant, very
Mhm,
very dainty, very Mine is a little more like it's a little
mhm,
so it's different. That's why I want you guys to like really. Uh, what's the word? Really, really tap into that, because we're still trying to figure it out. Some of us are still
mhm,
trying to get our footing. You know what I'm saying? And it's gonna look different from person to person. The
mhm.
energy that is.
That is beautiful. We had a lot of energy that had flooded the planet that was very strong, very, especially with these beings that are in power, very kind of harsh. But we need that balance of nurturing, love, peace, and abundance, because it was also a scarcity type thing where they had the wealth, but we didn't. Now
Right.
that juicy energy is coming onto the planet to create balance. Any somebody says Dr. Kia can code switch energy when she needs to with some of the trolls.
Yeah, yeah. You do. You be code switching it in real time.
Sister Minnie says, Miss Divine, your energy is very nurturing and
Thank
loving.
you. Thank you,
It,
Doctor.
be like, I know men probably just on her because she's just so juicy.
I
They
wish they don't be paying me no man.
You're kidding. What? What?
It's kind of like it's like a double edged sword. You know
Okay.
how it is with your energy. Like I have the type of energy you either like me or you don't. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? You might straddle for a little bit until you
Mm-hmm.
figure out which side like or not. You know, I do have a very again, y'all, I'm from the hood.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But I'm also from best of both worlds, so I can kind of I'm like a chameleon. I'm like a chameleon. They don't pounce on me though, because they don't really know what they gonna get.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So curiosity killed the cat too.
Curious, killing a cat.
Thank
Mm-hmm.
you so much for the gift. I appreciate you, 717. And then Jackie's Wart says, I got you, sis.
I appreciate you guys. Boom boom.
They sending you all types of love. One last thing I want to get on. I know people are always concerned about money, health, and love. What I noticed, this is my final comment,
Mm-hmm.
is this reality has really, I've seen a lot of women be and men be at each other's throat
Mm-hmm.
on social media. Uh, I don't want to go too deep into it, but it really disheartens me. I know a lot. I think a lot of that maybe come from the people in power that don't want us to mate, procreate, or love each other. What is spirit saying about relationships? I mean, as for the collective.
Okay. Let me pull some cards.
Okay.
I kind of have to get out of that energy myself, so I try not to have. I get out of those. I get out of those spaces where they do that. But let me see. We're gonna do a feminine and masculine energy. I'm gonna look at a feminine and masculine energy. What is it that spirit want us to know?
Okay.
I said it earlier. If
Let's-
you are in a relationship, whether it's a partnership, well, we're gonna talk about partnerships. You know, masculine, feminine. You need to release yourself from what does not resonate.
Mm.
Why are you stressing yourself? Look, we got the Dear John card. Remember, we had this earlier when I said that it's time to let go of people that don't resonate with you no more. Okay, it says rejection, the cold hearted truth, setting boundaries, divorce, strain. Remember, I said some people may be going through divorces, some people may be going through breakups, some people may be going, and that's okay. Sometimes it's like, oh my God, this is so horrible. We were together for 28 years, we were together for 2 years. Listen, your happiness matters because guess what? Respectfully, when you drop that zero and get yourself a hero, not saying it like that, kind of, sort of.
Mm-hmm.
But what I mean by that is, and it's not a zero like this person is a loser. It says zero because it's null and void. It don't resonate with you. Stop holding on and clinging on to relationships that don't resonate with you no more. Because once you do that, look, you got the balloon card after that. Let's talk about elevation. It says fun, freedom, vibe, relief, ascension, aspiration, success, joyful, higher perspective, uh, stress free, independence, let it go. So
Ooh.
if you're in a relationship and it just don't make sense no more, stop holding on to their life because at that point you're doing yourself a disservice. So when
Mm.
I see people in these conversations and the man is like, and no, those are your choices and those are your decisions.
Wow. Wow. And they also say things, well, women have gotten so this and women have gotten so that today. But it sounds like if we do the work ourselves, we'll attract
Exactly.
who
You
we
have
are.
to do the work yourself for each individual, the men and the women.
Mm.
And what that looks like is for men and women, because we all do it.
Mm-hmm.
Getting out of connections that don't make sense to you no more. Getting out of connections where you're not fun, where you're bored, and and I get it. Some people stay for the children, and then we do a lot of comparing and contrasting too,
Yeah.
even within our relationships. Don't be in a relationship where you feel like you got to start competing with your partner. Y'all
Oh,
just not meant to be if y'all competing with each other.
come on. Mm, mm.
Um, That's my opinion, but I feel like it's being verified by spirit saying, let
Okay.
stuff go so that you can elevate. Let
Mm,
those connections go. Let that relationship go. That is because what people don't realize is, especially with an intimate relationship, a partner, if you are miserable, it start creating ailments in your body. You start
Mm,
getting headaches. You wonder why you're sad, or you wonder why you holding on to all of that stress.
mm.
But behind a relationship, when it's billions of people in the world,
Ooh.
I'm just saying.
Nine, but we're approaching 9 billion people in the world. We've got 8 point something billion people in the world, and we think there's nobody else except for that person we're dealing with right now at the time.
And I know it's easier. I mean, it's easier said than done, y'all. The breakups and relinquishing things is not easy. I'm not. Listen, I get it, okay, but
Mhm.
I also been on the other side when I finally released it and I licked my wounds and I was intentional with myself because I done had some situations, but I'm not gonna look at the next man. Oh man, oh man. You just have to do yourself a disservice like that. Because again, it's billions of people in the world now, y'all.
They saying, "Come on, sis, come on with it." So this has been so refreshing. I feel light. I feel joyous. Just your juicy energy. Not it's not the information and the reading was amazing and spot on, as the people in the comments affirmed. But your deliverance, your energy, the way you move, the frequency that you emit as you're speaking is really calming and nurturing, as someone said in the comments
Yeah.
section. So I really appreciate you.
Thank you, and thank you again for inviting me on. I just called you. I was doing my check-ins the other day, guys, when I called, and she was like, "Come
Mhm.
on to my show," and I was like, "You know what? How might I do that?" So here I am. So
And I was thinking about you. I have been thinking about you just a few days prior. I was like, I should call her because the only time I call you is when I need some sister, help me. I need to read it right away.
I got you, girl. I got you. And good. What they say, good hands like all state. Mm.
Yes, ma'am. Any final words that you have? The Soul Tribe is really enjoying you. What? Okay, wait a minute. Here's a question, and then this will be the last question. What'd you say? Is it a good time for committed relationships? Divine Talk TV. Divine, it's so good to see you here. I love it when you show up. Thank you so much for your energy.
Yes, it is actually. It's a good time for committed relationships. Actually, it's the ideal time for committed relationships.
Woo-wee. It's
Yeah.
been hard. I have family members that said it's been hard. Dating apps, social media make it stressful. You have access to so many people, and they have access to so many people. So it's hard for people, I've heard, to find someone that they resonate with. What
Well,
is, go ahead.
it's a good time for committed relationships. But if you're not in a relationship right now, everything that you've experienced, don't look at yourself like, oh my God, I just can't get along with nobody. I just can't resonate. Oh my God, I'm just so easily irritated. That's good. That's a good thing. It's not a bad thing. Don't look at it like, oh, I just don't resonate with nobody. Just look at it like, because, and I say that because the Queen of Swords energy kind of came
Mm,
up, and
okay.
Queen of Swords energy. This is somebody that's like going to safeguard herself, not in a space where she's hyper vigilant and she's nervous, but it's like I'm not going to just deal. So we're in a space now for
Mm,
those who are not in a relationship. You're not just tolerating or just being with somebody for the sake of being with somebody, and also the experience and the different experiences you had is allowing you to entail be open to somebody that's going to genuinely resonate with you,
I
and you're
love
not just tolerating people.
Mm, thank you. Thank you, Divine D. If
Okay.
you all are interested in contacting Divine D, please send her an email at deepdiving@gmail.com. DEEPDIVIN, deep divining. I keep saying deep
All right.
diving.
All right.
Deep, DEEPDIVINING@gmail.com. They want to know if you have a YouTube channel.
Y'all, I do have a YouTube channel, but I have not posted on there in quite some time.
Mm,
So bear with me, y'all. And it goes under my old name, NisabaReadz. It's my YouTube channel. But I'm gonna start updating everything under Divine D. So I do have a YouTube channel. It's NisabaReadz. You can go like over there, but I mean you can subscribe if you like.
You can. Are you going to change the name
I'm gonna
on
change it.
that?
I'll be changing the
Okay.
name soon to Divine D.
So here it is. Here what it looks like. Family Nasaba reads, but she's going to change it to Divine D right here. If she has some card, look, she just so juicy. She's look at those eyes. Okay, but this is her page right here. And she says she's going to update it. I put that in the chat for you all as well. And somebody says, Dr. Kia, all your guests feel like family. Thank you. There's a shift taking place due to a need of pure authenticity. As people become more authentic with themselves, they'll be able to choose what is also authentic.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Any final words, Divine D?
No, I just want to thank you all for embracing me today. Again, I want to thank you for allowing me onto your platform. Thank you for those of you who have sent donations. You didn't have to, but you did. I'm very appreciative. Whether it was $1, $2, $100, $100. I appreciate you guys.
You're welcome.
And I look forward to potentially coming onto the show again, chopping it up with
Absolutely.
Dr. Kia and her amazing soul family. This was a great way to put myself back out there again. Like I said, y'all, I've been ducked off for a few years. There's a lot of things that I've been working on, and I'm really excited to bring forth. I really, because again, I've been through so much and I've helped so many people. I feel like what I've been working on is as far as like the coaching system that I've created, the different divining modalities that I created. I feel like people would really benefit from these tools. And not only will you benefit from it, because I'm really about like you said, interacting fun. You'll enjoy it. It's not
Mhm.
just let me like. It's something that you would really enjoy, and I look forward to meeting new people. So I thank you all for just embracing me today.
It's always our pleasure. In fact, some people said that they're going to reach out to you. Some
Okay,
people have already sent you emails to deepdivining@gmail.com. I saw someone says they sent you a PayPal to NisabaReadz, Nisabe,
let me check it out. My phone don't like to
Nisaba. Okay, Reads. Somebody said I sent you a Cash App, and I'm going to send you. I mean, a PayPal, and I'm going to send you another as soon as I stop traveling.
Thank you. And again, for those of you who sent me, I did see I have one email. I will get back with you all today. Um, and so that we can schedule some things. So be patient with me. I will get back to you all as soon as possible. Let me see. Let me shout somebody out. Thank you, Mary. I got your PayPal. I appreciate you. And again, don't be bashful. Don't be shy. You guys can email me. Okay.
Absolutely. Please email her. She does amazing work within her individual readings, and she will, if she doesn't know exactly what that, because she can read the cards, but sometimes she'll say, now what does this mean to you, and then
Right.
you'll be able to chime in because she really likes that. How do you say it when you like the
I like when I kind of get feedback because it's like help me help you. I don't want to be digging from the abyss. You don't have to tell
Mhm.
me your whole story, but just kind of help me a little bit, a few details, so that we can dive in and see what's going on with the energy.
She likes the interactive style,
Yeah.
and she also will pull cards to clarify. So
Mhm.
it's not just about, hey, here's a card and it says this. She'll ask, okay, now Spirit, what do you mean by that? Can you go into more detail, clarify what this means? And when you give input, it'll start to make more sense to you. So I strongly encourage you all to send her an email to deepdivining@gmail.com. You will be grateful for the reading. I've had people in the past that say they still keep up with her because
Yes.
she's really blessed their souls.
Yes. That's why I was appreciative. Dr. Kia put me on, y'all, some years back because she's popular. She's a popular
Thank
lady.
you.
And she got me a wave. This my second wave, y'all. She a wave of clients that I still talk to this day, almost 10 years later. I want to also note, right? I know a lot of people, when it comes to readings, you guys desire accuracy and predictability. That's cool too. I like that as well. But I think that that's kind of what's pulling me into the coaching aspect. I
Mm,
do give you all tools. So I'm the type that I want to see the growth. So I
mm,
may, not only will you come to me for a reading, I might give you some tools to do. Like say, hey, maybe do some sun gazing. The spirit is
mm.
wanting you to maybe feed your to lift your ancestors in reverence. Maybe it's time for you to so I'm gonna tell you some things to do, and I will check on you to see if you're doing what you need to do now.
She will check on you, hold you accountable. That's the coach in her. Sister Janine says, Doc, we another great show. This was fire. Thank you so much. Hey, we got a new name for you. It's called Juicy.
Okay.
I've been saying she's juicy, and Brother Jeff says we love Dr. Kia and Juicy. You are both awesome.
Thank
Great
y'all.
show. Can we go out with bells?
Yes, let's do the
Okay.
bills.
Okay.
You want to do the bowl, the sound bowl? What you
I
saying?
think so. Yeah, this
Okay.
or some just something like you came in with soundboard
We'll,
or bells
we'll,
or anything that's just different.
we'll do the sound bowl, y'all. Okay.
Okay.
To kind of, and this is gonna like wrap everything up, seal it all back together again.
Okay.
All right, you guys.
That was beautiful. I don't even want to say anything behind that, Goddess. Thank you so much. We love
Um,
you. We appreciate you. You're amazing.
thank you.
Thank you. And Soul Family, thank you for honoring our guests. Thank you for showing her such devotion and
Yes, you guys.
attention.
Thank you.
And thank you for showing her love by sending her Cash Apps and PayPal. Put all of her information in the description section for you. Stay with us, Sister Nasaba. Family, I love you and I will see you on the other side. Go out and make this a great day. Peace.